Morty's Diner. Hot coffee without the toxic sludge.
Greetings from Morty's Diner. It's a very hot, high 90 degrees here, and time for a show. But first,
sometimes a community is filled with exactly what it seems. It's just a pile of nuts. Morty's Diner. Great conversation without the pile of nuts.
and we're almost there.
Hey, can I get a cup of coffee over here? It's like my father told me, Morty. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. This live streaming racket can be the ticket, but there will always be someone looking to take over as the boss. Watch yourself, Morty. There are other families in the live stream world that don't play by any code of conduct as our family does.
Okay, welcome to Sunday afternoon, Morty's Diner channel. Let's get some appropriate music here in the background. There we go. Can't beat that. And still setting some stuff up, believe it or not. And I'm checking some things here. I'll be ready in just a few more seconds, and I think we're good to go. Well, hello everybody. There's a heat alert here. Temperature's 95 to 100, which, you know, in many cities, they don't say, you don't get a special heat alert. It's just called summertime. But here, when it gets that hot, the whole city goes onto an official heat alert. It's like in the winter. They go into a snow alert when we get a quarter inch of snow. I'm not kidding. It's for real. That's what they do here. Let's say hello to some of the viewers. Hello, an acquired taste. Word on the street is you got the monetized. Okay. Hello, Mitch. Morty to the rescue. Oh, don't put that much responsibility on me, please. Good afternoon, Pasta. Hello, Jay Gray. Now, we don't have any free food unless you want to do a Watch Nicholas and look at the garbage cans in the back at the dumpster. Scrounge around for some bottles or cans of beers. You can do that, but right. Which he's talked about, by the way, you know. Jimmy, hello Jimmy, hello Morty. How is the diner celebrating possible peace in the Middle East? Well, we're not doing anything because it's not there. But we're watching what's going on, you know. But, yeah. I'm more worried about peace. Well, I'm not more worried, but I'm also worried about peace here in my home city. War can break out any time here in the beautiful Northwest shithole. McLobster, original content is always in style. Well, you know, I don't get rewarded for original content. I just get hated, derided, insulted, and put down. But this channel is always, and has always been, original content. We don't ask the question, what actually is original content? We just do original content. Jay Gray, I got a freeloading chipmunk that just had 3 kids eating all my peanuts. I think the old man resells them. Yeah, by the way, I was going to do that this weekend, but it's really hot. And I don't like getting sunburn and all that, you know. So, but when there's a cooler day, I'm going to go to one of the beautiful parks here in Portland. That's one thing about this cesspool of a city. They do have incredibly beautiful parks and outdoors, scenic areas. And I'm going to bring a bag of Trader Joe's raw, unsalted peanuts, Brazil nuts, pecans. Pecans are great. And just say, you know, and spend the afternoon feeding the squirrels and chipmunks and live stream it. You know? Wouldn't that be great? Okay. Jimmy, yeah, Morty, these alerts by these West Coast cities is all part of the climate change hysteria bullshit. It's to scare everyone. Yeah, I mean, they do that here when it's high 90s or, you know, literally a quarter inch of snow predicted. They go into full-blown weather alerts and, you know, it's whatever, you know. You know, when I lived in Atlanta, there was one day I remember where there was like a quarter inch of snowfall. And they have in the South, they have things called ice storms where everything gets iced over. And it is terrible driving. And, you know, people there still talk about the big ice storm in Johnson City, Tennessee from 1920 or something. But anyway, when I was down there in the late 70s, and there was literally an eighth of an inch, a quarter inch of snow, which was not common at all down there. The city went crazy. The buses stopped. Businesses closed. Schools were closing. I mean, I'm not kidding. My boss, who was from Ohio, Cincinnati, and he'd been down there in Atlanta a long time. When he saw the city all closing up and people absolutely freaking out because there was a quarter inch of snow and, totally, taking everything off of the supermarket shelves, he just looked at me and said, Jesus, look at these southern people. No wonder they lost the war. Which, I just went, yeah. Because a quarter inch of snow in the north is means nothing, That wasn't a nice thing to say, but the thing is, down there when I was living in the South, especially in Georgia, the Civil War was an everyday topic of discussion amongst the older people. I mean, and I have stories about that which are just unbelievable. But anyway, well, look who's here, Bear Clooney. Hello, Bear Clooney. Good evening. Guy Gadwa, Morty's a nice guy. Who would demonetize him? I see. I understand. Right. Okay. For those who enjoy the channel and want to keep seeing it going, support can be given to the channel through, as usual, PayPal, Cash App, and Ko-Fi. And all that information is posted in the chat and in the description section. All right. Thank you very much. And I'm going to open up a can of cherry limeade sparkling water shit. There we go. All right. I think that's it. I've been watching some of the shows over the last week, and it's the usual. It's just the usual hatred, lies, sick people, degenerates, the delusional ones. They're all out there every day. Nothing changes. I've watched Puck Elf's channel a couple times. He is one of the more interesting people out there. He has good hobbies, keep him occupied, and pretty intelligent, knowledgeable guy about stuff. I've looked at people's channel who are putting up posts, polls and posts in their pages, and some of them, mention me in hateful terms. I mean, you know who these people are. They live in Northern California and other places, and the posts just don't make any sense at all. They come from the mind of a delusional, deranged, drug-addled, nice guy. I don't know what else to tell you about that. Okay. Hello, Dubs. AC3 should get travel advice from Asian Travel Adventures with Jim. Cambodia Club 11. Yeah, nobody on these channels ever talks about sex tourism in Cambodia or traveling in Cambodia. It's always Vietnam and Thailand. Okay. Or sick grandpa in Cebu. Well, Philippines, of course, yeah. All right, very good. AC3 Club 11. I don't know what the Club 11 means, but that's okay. McLobster, now that the Super Chat is unavailable, that is correct. The channel, I'm going right now with no Super Chats, no memberships, and no advertising. I'm only using Cash App, Ko-Fi, and PayPal. So if you'd like to support the show, remember, Cash App, absolutely 100% anonymous. All you have to do is make up any name you want, call yourself, Bubbles the Chimp, and make a donation, a contribution, or you can always use PayPal and Ko-Fi. All right, thank you very much. Puck Elf, hey, how you doing, Puck? Dubsy, Bear, surely you are embarrassed now for ever having associated with AC3. Are there still people, Dubs, who are watching the AC3 channel? I mean, listen, I'll certainly admit or acknowledge I watched that show every day for 10 years, 12 years. I don't think I missed a show. But nowadays, or for a long time, it's just unwatchable. I guess there are people who still watch the show, but yeah. Okay, Dubsy. Hey, Jum. Who's Jum? Okay, Jum. Puck, what do you think about Club 11? Here we go with Club 11 again. I have no idea what that is. Good day, Morty. Oh, hello, Bateman in New Zealand. How are you, Bateman? No, I do not know what Club 11 is. Oh, geez, I just realized. Demonetized. That's nasty and vicious. Not cool. But you don't know the reasoning. Why? Nobody does. Just me. That's all I've been, Dubsy, all the altar boys at the monastery. Right. Puck Elf, hey, thanks, Morty. You're a chilled dude. Well, it is true. I never use that word, chillin' and bro, dog. I don't consider that English. That's just bastardized, uneducated English. But that's how everybody talks now, bro. But anyway, the Elf Workshop. Yeah, the Elf Puck's channel. He's been very busy with his sword and shield, customizing, modifying his lasers and magic sticks and all kinds of gizmos and gear he's got. It's good stuff. Hello, Loose Tooth. I've been following Watch Reporter's Ebola stock advice. I do look at the Watch Reporter channel. I did see a show. Actually, Watch Nicholas reposted somebody else's video about Watch Reporter and his absolutely horrendous record of failed stock recommendations. This guy who analyzed the Watch Reporter's predictions or analyses over the years, which Watch Nicholas replayed to that show, because he loves Watch Reporter. Every stock that Watch Reporter, according to this guy, has recommended has dropped 98% in value. So, what does that mean? That doesn't mean anything, And this guy's overall opinion was, you're better off putting your money into lottery tickets, but I don't know if any of that's true. That was just that guy's channel. Okay. Hey, Macca. Who's Macca? Oh, Mac Lobster. Hey, Macca. Think last RAM stick I need came today. But Puck is doing a lot of stuff with he's building a computer, or he's building computers and modifying them and replacing parts and upgrading. And he's doing all this stuff with computers. And somebody mentioned on one of these shows, Puck is doing all this computer technical work. And, that guy in Ohio, he still hasn't unboxed his Mac Neo, which is just hysterical. But, I don't really want to talk about that particular guy. Puck Elf. Oh, look who's here. Crybaby. Hey, Crybaby, I saw your last meme post. Such attention to detail. I mean, go to OC Ball Washer. OC's Ball Washer. That's Crybaby's channel. Look at his last few memes and posts. The attention to detail of you got the guy in bed, the lawnmower man in bed. You got the metaphysicist, the illiterate spiritual metaphysical babbler You know, in the bedroom, you got a Greyhound bus picture on the wall. You got it all. It's such great detail there. Really good. I'm not going to read that, Bateman. Okay. Davy Smalls. Well, he's got a lot on his face. I don't know about Egg, but the guy, he's a sick guy. Very sick. Careful with that ram stick, Pucko. Right. Dubs. AZ3 cannot get a visa to the Philippines because of his Club 11 membership. I don't know what Club 11 is. Anybody can go to the Philippines. I mean, you'd have to be a really undesirable case to not be admitted a tourist visa or whatever. Puck. It's either RAM or a USB dual power adapter for a Wi-Fi card input. They're watching to see the car crash. All these fishbowl channels eventually get demonetized. Well, this is the first time I will be going without super chats and advertising and memberships in, well, I've been here 7.5+ years, so maybe 7 years, but it's no big deal because all it means is GD, our Argentinian friend, won't be sending in 20 peso super chats. So, you know, that's really what it comes down to. Okay. Dubs. Club 11 and the Shenzhen Slappers are embarrassments to our community. You mean to Australia or to the community? I don't see how this community can not be embarrassed by everybody who's in it, especially those people. Davey, why did you beat that poor Filipino? What the fuck? Okay, here we go. Got hatred here. Got mains water pressure rigged up to the van the other day. Instant hot water system goes like a regular indoor shower now. Wow, now you sound like Kramer installing the shower head. You got state-of-the-art shower facility there now. Really good. Okay. The Bukiak report, exactly. I enjoy the Watch Reporter channel. I don't listen to his financial reports or, you know, stock analyses because I don't buy stocks and I'm not involved in any personal finance investments, so, but I enjoy his content for his sense of humor, you know. Mac Neo is a shidroll. I don't know anything about Apple products, so I couldn't tell you. Getting rid of PC cases to give to kids, maybe sell one. But had old parts too good for trash, I'm going to gamer laptops, so downsizing. Well, that's the way to go. That's right. Yeah, Crybaby, it's OC's ball washer. Funny stuff over there. Really creative meme maker. And the last one, the last couple with Docs and Jacks, really brilliant. Check them out. Yeah, 250th anniversary, incredible. Puck, friend just donated to me some wireless mouse and keyboards. One is a Razer Black Widow Ultimate Mechanical Keyboard. What the fuck? Most expensive. Right, okay. I think Puck knows more about computers, as much or more than any of the other, you know, high-tech computer people on these channels. Yes, I am currently without monetization, but anybody who's interested in helping the channel, as always, as before, there's always a PayPal, Cash App, and Ko-Fi in the description section and posted in front of the chat. Okay. Let's see here. Puck, I can't stand watching hours of people on channel laughing at cows and complaining about everything. Cows? There's been cow talk? Like fucking depressing. You know, I don't know what you're talking about with cows, but you're probably right. Dubs, surely Bear is now totally embarrassed. What does that mean? Exactly. Why a bear? Why would I be embarrassed? I don't know what that comment means, Dubs. Right. Crybaby is doing big things. Yeah, he's a master meme maker. There's no question about it. Yeah. Rufus, Morty, what happened? Has someone reported your channel for copyright? No, absolutely not. Absolutely 100% not. Thank you for asking. McLobster, Morty, you're implying you elected to demonetize. Interesting preemptive strike. Well, you can, if that's what you're thinking, okay. You know. Espresso, why are you demonetized? Is it because you love America too much? Wow. Okay. LOL cow is someone you farm for laughs. Oh, a lol cow is someone you farm for laughs on the internet. Wow. Dubs, AC3 hates your gutta, Bear. Why does AC3 hate Bear's guts? And the second question on that would be, why does Bear care? Or does he even care? 3, Jimmy. Japan played very well against the Netherlands today. Well, I don't follow any sports. I guess you're talking about soccer. I don't know anything about that. Okay. Bear Clooney, please post PayPal link in the chat. Oh, okay. I can do that again. Oh, I gotta turn off the other speaker. For anyone wanting to continue supporting Morty's Diner, here is, it's all in the description section, but I'll post it again. Here is Cash App. And here is Ko-Fi. And here is PayPal. I'm also on Instagram at Morty's Diner if anyone wants to send me hate messages. Just use Instagram. Okay. And of course, there's always email. Crappy Luxury at proton.me is the official email for the channel. All right. I think we got that. Great avatar. Who's got the great avatar? OC's Crybaby's got a great avatar. Yeah. Rufus has a great avatar. Let's go back to Rufus. Okay. There we go. Let's catch up here. I fucking hate... I don't know what that comment is in reference to. Bateman, they're good wood chipper fuel. What's he talking about? Cash App. Bear Clooney. I genuinely don't care who loves me or hates me in this shit community. I have the same exact sentiment on that as well. Yeah. You know why? Because 99% of the people out there are sick, deranged, twisted, psychopaths, sociopaths, brain-addled, drug-addled, drug addicts, drug dealers, convicts, felons, and who knows what else, what other deviant activities they've been involved in the past or currently. So, and so yeah, whatever. Morty's Diner, Ko-Fi, Dubs, wood chippers. Oh, what's this wood chipper talk? There's the PayPal. McLobster. The headline that caught my attention this week was the Yemeni Spider-Man who slipped during a stunt and fell into a volcano. That's a good headline. I didn't see anything like that. I like you, Bear. Just feel bad. Why are you feeling bad for Bear Clooney, Dubs? So what actually happened to cause this issue? It's irrelevant. Doesn't matter. Okay. Crybaby. I know you're not a sports fan, Morty, but do you have any interest in the UFC event being held at the White House today on 47's birthday? No, I have zero interest in UFC. Anything in terms of televised sports, I just don't watch any of it. To me, it's this team wins, that team loses. This guy wins, that guy loses. The only things I would watch were Mike Tyson fights, because the guy was just uniquely fascinating. and rare sports events here and there. But otherwise, I'd rather watch other stuff. I'm currently watching all kinds of videos on all kinds of historical, cultural topics, old movies, police body cam vids, all kinds of fascinating stuff to stimulate and improve my brain, not watch a bunch of millionaires kicking a ball around. I mean, or throwing a ball around. Okay, Puck Elf. Booked back into mental health support after a 6-month break since eviction. Need support to deal with recovering my property from the old property and support to organize civil lawsuit. Right, okay. Well, I would recommend, in terms of being supportive, spend as little time as possible in watching all of those other channels, because they are just demoralizing, debasing, and deranged. Okay. Yeah. Bear Clooney, whoa, small support for your channel sent by PayPal. Thank you very much, Bear Clooney. Thank you. 99 cents is all it takes to help Morty. 100 super chats in a month at 99 cents keeps the channel paying its operating costs. That's all it takes, But whatever. Thank you, Bear Clooney. We got 22 viewers. I was going to show screenshots of other channels stuff, but it's too hot and I'm just not interested. So I'm just here to talk about whatever people might want to talk about or whatever happens to come up. I'll put up the invite link now. And anybody can hop on the panel. Let's get this posted. Oh, I did. Let me get this pinned, and then I'll make a comment on something. Where is it? There we go. I did pin a couple comments on my post page about Chicago Curly never having paid me that $1,000 that he stiffed me out of, and I got some feedback that a lot of people don't know anything about that. A lot of people do, but a lot of people don't know at all what I was referring to. So I've let it slide way too long. It's been maybe 2 years. Time goes really quickly, but the guy owes me $1,000. And I'm going to revisit that in detail in some upcoming shows. And people will find that interesting, I think. Let's get back here. This waitress, she's terrific. Yeah. Dubs, Bear, jump on the Bateman show. Great watch content. Midwest Safety is one of the best police. Yeah, I watch Midwest Safety. I watch Sergeant Curtis. He analyzes, he's a 20-year veteran of the Las Vegas PD, and he analyzes all those vids very, very well. He's good. I watch... I don't remember, Midwest Safety, Sergeant Curtis, there's a whole bunch of them, and the ones that are, where the people are especially insane, then I save those in a separate file on YouTube, whatever I called it, like crazy videos, and they're just, you can't believe people are so insane like that are out there amongst us. I don't mean on YouTube, I mean out there in your hometown. And I also like the videos police videos where they find a killer 30, 40, 50 years after the crime was committed through DNA, or they reopen a cold case and they find this old grandpa guy with a long ZZ top beard living in Arkansas somewhere. And they've got the case closed completely with the DNA, and then they knock on the guy's door and they go, "Hey, how you doing?" The guy has no idea why the cops showed up. And they arrest him for a murder he committed 50 years before. And those are very satisfying to watch. Yeah. Last time I spoke with the old bitch was 2 years ago, doing well. Her boyfriend was driving around on his tractor, being a fuckwit, daring me. Oh, I'm not going to read that. Okay. Right. Best part was the fucking idiot filmed himself antagonizing me and played it in court. Just called him frivolous and exaggerated, elf not guilty. Right, okay. So, fuck him. I got all the evidence and a recording or mum admitting it. If they care about money, I'll take it there. All right, go for it. Yes. Let's lower that circus music just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Invite link is up, and I'll be here for a little while, or all night, I don't know. Yeah, tons of shit on other people's postings page of memes and polls and other video content, but I'm not going to be talking about that today because it's Sunday, and why antagonize the audience or, you know, get into such menial bullshit like that on a relaxing Sunday, especially when it's so hot. Yeah. Let's see here. By the way, a cash app of $400 right now would be most welcomed. Just saying. Thank you very much. And there's the Cash App, Ko-Fi info, and of course PayPal. All right, what else do we have? The dental bill, evidently that's never going to be paid, but what else is new? Okay. There we go. All right, let's see. McLobster, Brenny has dominated the headlines. Shows how bored. I don't know anything about Brenny. Yeah. I did have a chat after somebody's show, a private chat, after the someone's show ended with a guy who loves those other hate channels. What a loser, imbecile. Jesus, he belongs there with the other hate channels. Custom, perfect fit. That's all I'll say about that. All right. So the next plan for an outdoor show will be going to the park and feeding the squirrels, chipmunks, whatever cute little animals show up. I'll bring along Trader Joe's unsalted raw mixed nuts. That would be good. Give them some variety. Peanuts are always good, you know. Maybe a few fresh strawberries or berries. Those would be great. You know. And to spend a couple hours just communing with nature. We don't kill animals on this show or relocate them in cages. We feed them and adore them. We're not brutal sadists here. Dubs, I like the way you've always kept your channel clean and above board, Morty. You are an honorable man. Well, an honorable man in a cesspool doesn't really get much attention, you know, because everyone's a cesspool dweller. So, right. Oh, hello, Brightling. Good to see you. Tons of excrement. Well, it's a cesspool, yeah. Tons of excrement on the typical hate spaces. Hey, Bear Clooney, if you're still out there, I want to recommend a movie for you as a Canadian. It is, you will, I don't know if you're a movie guy, but you will love it. I recommended it to another Canadian guy out there who really loved the film, okay? And let me put this up right here. Anybody can watch this movie. It's so good, but it's a World War II era, you know, support the boys kind of movie. But it's just phenomenal. And if you're a Canadian, it's almost your patriotic duty to watch this film. Okay, so you can find it on YouTube. for free, or lots of channels for free. It's called The 49th Parallel. It's got an all-star cast, and you got Nazis and Canadians and mounted police and Mennonites, and it's fantastic. So you got to watch the Huttites or Mennonites. I don't remember. Ah, you've seen it. Okay. Yeah, I watched it again recently for like the 7th or 8th time. And it's really, I mean, it's old-fashioned. The ending is kind of like weird, but... I also watched another movie. I can't remember the name of it. It was based on a true story. A German Nazi pilot crashed like in Newfoundland, and he wanted to get back to Germany. He had 2 or 3 people on his flight, and the other 2 guys didn't make it, but he got all the way through Canada. He crossed the St. Lawrence River over the ice floes or something, and he got into America, got arrested, but he spent all that time evading the Canadian military and police through ingenious plans. And then the true story was he got arrested in America, but escaped America, got into Mexico, and then got back to Germany and continued fighting in the war. What the hell is that movie? For the Canadian people out there, let me. I couldn't believe it was based on a true story when I looked it up after the movie was over, and it starred Hardy Kruger, a German actor with a very interesting background, and it was probably early '60s. Let me see if I can find that movie. I mean, it's really worth watching. Talk about a guy who won't give up. Here it is. This is it. And I'm going to post this in the chat. And I saw it on YouTube, I think, but it's on free channels. And I never heard of the film before, but it's amazing, an amazing story. And there it is, The One That Got Away, 1957. Yeah, Bear Clooney, the one with the U-boat sinking, that was the 49th Parallel. Unbelievable, yeah. Puck Elf, yeah, support workers aren't lawyers, but I'll need emotional support while organizing it all. Right, okay. Right. Well, I think the Hardy Kruger, the one that got away, he was a pilot. But maybe it was a U-boat. I don't remember that part, but I think he was a pilot. We have a guest backstage. U-boat sinks and they try to escape. Yeah, that was the 49th Parallel. But I recommend this movie. Check it out if you're into World War II, 1940s, patriotic movies. It's an amazing story. Okay, let's bring on a guest, and let's see how this goes.
Morning.
Hey, hello, Morty? Puck. How are you?
Right,
I'm going to lower the music a little bit more. There we go. All right, what's going on?
No, not much. Just picked up parcel just then. Yep, we got a last 4 gig RAM stick I needed to turn this old computer up to 16 gigs. Mm-hmm. And then she'll be able to do a little bit of gaming and stuff on it.
Yeah, I would like to, I have an all-in-one HP computer, 27-inch, and I'd like to upgrade it from a 16 to a 32. But I don't know how to do it myself, and I could bring it to Best Buy, you know.
Look up the model number first, then I'll check it out. And
well, I don't know how to open the thing up. It's just too I can bring it to them and they'll install. I could buy the.
No, you just need the model number off the back of it. I just need to look up whether the main board in it will even have an expansion slot, but it should come with.
Oh, it does. Yeah. I just don't know how to do it, and it's not that important. But I would do it. Yeah.
I can look up what you'll need to put in it and give you a rough price anyway if you're interested.
Oh no, I got the name of the chip that I would need, you know, and Best Buy sells it, and I can just go there and they'll do it, you know, for $50 or whatever. But it's just a pain in the ass. But as far as Sherlock Holmes goes, Jeremy Brett, I never liked that much. Jeremy Brett as Sherlock Holmes. For me, Basil Rathbone was definitive, and besides that, just one of my favorite actors. I've seen all the Basil Rathbone Sherlock Holmes films. There's 14 of them. I've seen them all. I don't even know how many times.
What was that Cumberbatch Sherlock Holmes series? I never watched that. He's a good actor, isn't he?
You mean on TV?
Yeah, the TV, Benedict Cumberbatch or someone did
Oh,
one.
I watched him. Somebody in England said, "Oh, you got to watch this guy. He's phenomenal." So I thought it was awful. I watched the first episode.
Yeah.
I think it's called Sherlock.
I think
I
he
don't remember.
mostly does like motion capture and voiceover work. I don't know if he's actually a good actor on screen.
Well, he's considered, one of these great young actors. But I thought the show was totally done. So I never watched just that one.
Anyway, yeah, well, I haven't seen that one. I've got Sherlock Holmes, the book. It's the originals, all bound in green leather with the gold lettering and stuff.
Oh yeah, I read all of those stories when I was a kid. I read everything.
Yeah, I've still got my pops one.
Yeah.
He's got like the collection of all the little short stories rather than the big novel. I didn't realize he had the big novels. I don't know if he does.
Mm-hmm.
I just got that when he passed away. Everyone was throwing shit out. I'm like, fuck, you don't throw out Sherlock Holmes, you cunts.
The Sherlock Holmes movies with Basil Rathbone are absolutely required viewing. I don't know if Bear Clooney or anybody else has ever watched those, but they're all good. There's one or two that are especially great, but they're all worth watching. Yeah. Crybaby. Well, it's fair enough if you like Jeremy Brett the best. A lot of people do, so that's fine. My preference is, without question, Basil Rathbone. But yeah, I read a story about when Basil Rathbone was older than Laurence Olivier, and so Basil Rathbone was already on the London stage when Olivier was still, a younger guy. And there's a story about Olivier watching Rathbone on stage in some, probably Shakespearean role, and Olivier was in the audience just swooning, at Basil, because Olivier was, he played both teams, and yeah, he was really infatuated with Basil Rathbone when he was a young guy, but that's okay. Guns of Navarone I've seen several times, yeah. Here to Eternity, I've seen that many times. It's not one of my go-to films, but I've seen it often. Plenty. I'm not a Frank Sinatra fan, musically or acting-wise, at all. So whenever I see him, I just get turned off, But Ernest Borgnine was really good in that movie as the scumbag sergeant. But he was always good, Ernest Borgnine.
I forgot I had my mic open for a sec. I was just looking through my filters, and I found some of my THC oil still left. That's cool. Sorry, interrupted.
Yeah. The Longest Day, I've seen that many times. John Wayne was awful in that film, just awful. But the movie was okay. Yeah.
What did I watch recently? Can't remember. Oh yeah.
Let me just say, I don't want to say awful. He was just full of shit, braggadocio, John Wayne type play, the character. Yeah.
There's so much stuff coming out lately, or in the last 6 months. We've got to catch up on. I'm going to watch He-Man first, though, of course. I have to.
Oh, He-Man, right.
Yeah.
Crybaby. The depiction of Watson in the Rathbone films isn't consistent to the books. That is correct, okay? However, the depiction of Nigel Bruce as Dr. Watson is so damn high-quality entertaining and so well done. It's fine. Then again, the Rathbone series took place in the World War II era, except for the first one. They were all modernized to the current 40s era. So that's not in the books either, but yeah, it's okay. Watch Broke, a great Aussie flick. Broke, never heard of that. Yeah, colorized films. I never watch colorized films. I mean, why? I don't understand the whole colorizing films. It doesn't make any sense. But, yeah.
Yeah, broke is just basically everyone in the Australian economy at the moment.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're getting our own, Restore Britain thing going over here. The One Nation Party is a surgeon. They're going to re-immigrate people too. They're like, fuck this.
Hey, why doesn't Australia have an Aboriginal prime minister or president, whatever you call it?
Do you know they have more members of parliament than they do have in the percentage of the general population already?
Oh, really? Well, that sounds
Yes,
good.
they're already overrepresented in parliament.
Right. What's the native name for where you live? Is it Gadigal land or Narm or? Exactly.
I call it Ewan country because there's like what they name the land area, and then there's different tribes that'll migrate in and out and have like shared spaces in between. And I'm like kind of in one of them lush zones where, you know, everyone kind of, no one tries to own it too much and they kind of share between a few different tribes. But my mob of the Ewan, I think we're, fuck, I'd have to look it up. I don't know.
Yeah, because I was talking to a friend of, not a YouTuber, but a friend of mine in Sydney who tells me that she lives in Gadigal land. And I said, what the hell is, I thought it sounds like Dungeons and Dragons or
I'll
Candyland.
have to,
What the heck is Gadigal? And she explained it's the Aboriginal native names for the area.
Yeah, it's the area, but I'd rather go by the groups of the peoples, because everyone treats them as a monolith, right? Whereas they've all got different tribal languages, customs. They all fucking hate each other. You know, they were at war with each other before they started throwing sticks at us, you know?
Right, I got it. Question, hello, Gildan. Question, AC Club 11, Jesus, unbelievable. Ask Puck if he knows who Corey Bernardi is.
Of course I know who Corey Bernardi is, yeah.
Okay, is that something we want to know about? Or?
Yeah, he's a legend. Yeah, you put shit on fucking all the big politicians and stuff, and he started as an independent, then he was nationals, and now I think he's over... I don't know, I think he might have fucking quit or something. He just got tired of the bullshit, now he's more like a lobbyist or a news reporter or something now. He's like a commentator. What's Bernardi's party? What's he in? He used to be like with Barnaby Joyce and them, didn't he?
Only Dubs would know that stuff. I have no idea.
Yeah, Barnaby Joyce is Australia's angry tomato, and he's a farmer. And he's got this red face all the time that's round, so we call him the angry tomato.
Oh, the angry tomato. I see. Okay.
Yeah, and
tomato. Right.
Yeah, now he's joined the One Nation and told the major parties to fuck off, and he's like all for the bush and the farmers, and they're taking over people's land here, putting in their massive like solar transmission lines, and farmers aren't being consulted. They keep saying there'll be all this consultancy, and then they just rock up one day and saying, we're taking your fucking land. Yeah. Everything they're telling the public's bullshit, and they're out there repossession fucking with imminent domain, farmers fucking land and shit to run their lines. And yeah, they'll avoid rich people's properties that are bribing them and run it through their fucking poorer neighbour's yard. It's like a struggling farmer.
You ever have a huntsman spider in your home, in your van there, in your caravan?
Yeah, I prefer having a huntsman in your van, and it's tradition that you have to name them and leave them alone.
Doesn't it freak you out, this gigantic spider crawling around?
No, when I was out at the beach, they had these little black spiders called white tips. And they're not very aggressive either, but they can give a bit of like necrosis of the skin, and you can get bad reactions if you get bitten by them. I'm probably immune to the damn things, but they were just fucking everywhere. I'm still swatting them around the outside of the van and stuff every time I hose it down. I'm still getting rid of them.
Don't you worry about if you're asleep and a huntsman spider goes crawling onto your bed and sits on your face?
I had one do that to me one night when I was awake, man.
Holy
it crawled
shit.
up my right arm, over my head, and it just kept going. So instead of freaking out, I just put my left arm out over towards the door, and it just crawled all the way down my left arm and over to the door and outside. And I'm like, fuck, I handled that so well.
And you were okay? You didn't go insane with fear or terror?
Well, I grew up since I was a kid. After Dad passed away, I had a chainsaw, endless copious amounts of wood for the fire over winter and stuff. And when you chainsaw on the dead dry bark in the woods and stuff, huntsmen will run out of it and run up your arm on top of your head, because they just want to get on the highest, tallest thing. They think you're a tree, and they'll sit on your head and realize you're alive and then jump off. But you can't really throw the chainsaw and shit and freak out, so you just gotta fucking deal with it. And that's kind of
we
how
don't
I
have
work.
these issues living in Canada. You know, we just deal with moose and cute foxes and bobcats and owls. You know, we don't have gigantic spiders everywhere. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
No, I don't have a wood chipper, but I just make biochar if I have to get rid of like trash and shit like that. Like I'll burn it a bit and then put it out, and then you can like use the carbon in the soil to help make it better.
Do you have cockroaches in Australia?
In towns they got this typical town cockroaches and stuff, but
Okay.
the ones you
Would
find out in the bush are like little wood scale beetle things. They're not
do
really
huntsman spiders go after cockroaches? Probably. They're so much bigger.
I think baby ones they would. They'd help keep down baby cockroaches, but I don't think a huntsman would take on a full-grown cockroach.
Wow.
Cockroaches are too strong. They're doing, yeah.
That's right. They
cockroach-
are strong. Yeah.
Yeah, cockroach would probably take a huntsman apart if they were the same size. But a huntsman would eat its babies for sure.
I just checked the PayPal. Thank you very much, Bear Clooney. Sincerely, thank you very much for the support. Okay. And
Who does Dubsy want a wood chip? I'm not saying the words. They've already threatened me and then accused me of threatening them and had me fucking arrested, dude. I was looking at fucking 20 years in prison on the weapon charge. But the fucking idiot filmed himself antagonizing me. And the cop on her body cam, when she's looking at it, it's literally saying to him, but he's just standing there. And then, like, when he's in front of the judge asked him, why did you call the police? And he said, I did before he would. And my lawyer's like, why do you think he would have called the police? Oh, he thinks I'm antagonizing him. My lawyer, play the tape. And the dude recorded himself antagonizing me, driving up to where I'm doing my archery in his tractor, saying I don't have the balls to shoot him. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing there? Fuck off. Went back inside. He knows he's a complete fuckwit, and I'm probably going to call the cops of him fucking threatening me, because I'm done with it. And so he called the cops and said I was pointing me bow at him or something. And me mum just sat there on her hands. She was watching the whole fucking thing. And just fucking... No, she didn't specifically lie for him. But she fucking was lying to my face saying, I didn't know. So I just fucking hate the cunts. And this all started over a power bill I organised and already paid him. She's just obsessed with money from 20 fucking years ago when Dad died. They've actually stolen all my property. I can't go near it.
It's funny you mention that. I really find people who are, quote, obsessed with money so reprehensible as human beings. I know people who are extraordinarily wealthy, and they act less money-oriented than various YouTube people whom we know.
Yeah, she's traumatized about money and takes it out on me because I was just around her when Dad passed away and we had all this financial difficulty.
Yeah.
I just copped it all. And so I'm fucking 40 years old and I still have to hear about her fucking power bill. I talked to her for 6 months and said, look, I know we've had problems in the past with money. I'll just prepay you. No problem. I don't want to hear about it. And she just fucking, first power bill, no, you didn't fucking. 20 years worth of shit came up and I ended up fucking smashing my head with a lump of wood after fucking half a week of just constant abuse.
Now, were you able to crack his skull in half or just hit him lightly?
No, me. I cracked my own skull from her.
Oh, your own skull? Oh, shit.
Yeah. I've got suicidal problems from the past trauma she put me through.
Right.
You know, I'm diagnosed with PTSD and shit. And like, I've talked to her all through this. I've said, please don't fucking do it again. I'm tired of it. And, yeah. And then once she started fucking screaming and I told her to shut the fuck up. You're doing it over nothing. You are a psycho. I tried to get her to come to family counselling. She got the shits because people are telling her fucking stop. And she just wants to stand there and say, no, something's wrong with him. And they're like, yes, he's been traumatised over it enough. And she's like, no, that's something else. This just has to, it can't be past trauma that they've inflicted on you. It must be something else.
You got to get away from these sick fucking deranged people. I recommend
I
going
haven't
out to a
spoken-
beautiful park and feeding the squirrels and chipmunks
haven't
and,
spoken
and,
to them,
and
so they-
wombats.
I haven't spoken to him until the last time I spoke to him was when he threatened me, and they had me arrested for it because I told him to fuck off and went back inside. And yeah, the judge called him frivolous and exaggerated. He recorded himself being a fuckwit. And if this is all over their fucking trauma from money from 20 years ago, fuck him. I'm going to organise civil court. My support worker, so I was with for 2 years going through this shit, helped me document it all live and convinced me to start recording every fucking conversation with him. So I've got him fucked. I just need to have a break from him and get my own head sorted before I start fucking them up.
Let me just read this comment here. Dubsy, Pluta has no money. He's on a trust stipend. His family are... Who cares? Dubs, I really have to ask you, who cares? Why do you care how much money he has or doesn't have? Whether he's divorced or not divorced? Whether he's in China or Brisbane? Who gives a shit? It's got nothing to do with your life. Move on. Who cares? Yeah. Okay. Puck, you've come a long way since your first appearance on The Dungeon. I don't remember seeing you on The Dungeon. Maybe I think the first time I saw you on some channel, yeah, you were showing off your new chainmail. Okay. And I thought, well, this is an interesting guy. This is more interesting than talking about a Rolex Submariner for 3 hours. So that was the first time I saw you on whatever channel that was.
Yeah, that's got me. Yeah, the light shark stainless steel suited chainmail, and now I've got me light stainless steel upside down wok helmet. And so now I'm turning into like a laser future samurai.
Just having some place to feel safe and not fucked with. Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, spend more time with the beautiful, fantastic wildlife and animals in Australia, and less time with the YouTube fuckwits. Yeah.
Oh, it's just been great being here with the 3 boys and stuff, and we run around. We got board games, we play video games, I'm fixing them up the PC. Me and the youngest one run around and play Spider-Man and lightsabers and fucking swords and shit.
There you go.
We got archery bows. I got them some arrows for their...
See, when you the difference between you and other particular YouTubers are when you have a sword fight, you're using lightsabers and chainmail, versus those other people on YouTube when they have sword fights. It's well, you know, very gay stuff. Yeah.
All right, no. I was about to say, ask Dubsy about Melbourne, Australia, and they're having proper sword fights down there. It's a fucking PvP server. Melbourne's just player versus player at the moment. It's like all the gang crime and machetes and shit.
Are there Aboriginal gangs that hang out around like Brisbane and Sydney, and like street gangs that deal drugs and murder people and crime and stuff?
I wouldn't know. I don't know nothing about that life in the city. No, I fucking hate the city. I wouldn't know. I can tell you in my area there's not.
Right. Breitling, the worth of a decent human being is not measured in money. Well, that's absolutely correct. But when you're talking about people who are not decent and they're barely human beings, then of course all they talk about is money. So, yeah. Only in Alice Springs. I got bad Aboriginal gangs in Alice Springs. I see. Okay.
Yeah, Alice Springs is a fucking hole, dude.
Fucking hole, right?
Yeah, fuck.
Wow.
They warn you before you go in there. There's signs and everything saying fucking turn around now. Fucking you can't take any fucking alcohol. All this shit's banned there and stuff because they're fucked out there, man.
They should put a sign like that on the freeway as you approach Portland here.
Yeah.
They turn around now, stay the fuck out.
I'd drive through it if I had like the full setup in my van, but don't stop and fucking camp there. You'll wake up and your fucking wheels will be missing.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 21 people watching Morty's Diner Sunday, 6:30. Okay. And you can also support the channel by giving a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Either way, that's appreciated.
Yeah, it's all interaction. YouTube
Yeah,
counts
right.
the same.
And you can leave hate
YouTube
messages in the chat.
engagement.
That's always appreciated as well. Yeah. So,
yeah, so I've just been trying not to freak out. After I've been buying all my fun toys and stuff, I'm just convincing myself that it's okay to get stuff I wanted and no one's going to yell at me. In fact, me and the kids run around and have fun with it now. You know, if I'd have got myself a lightsaber before and fucking I was out at the family farm playing around with it, my God, you think her boyfriend threatened me over doing my archery's fucking bad enough? If he saw me with a lightsaber having fun, he'd lose his fucking mind.
exactly. Right.
Yeah, after they fucking started abusing me and shit, and I went to the support workers and stuff, and the support workers are saying, is trying to get in contact with them, telling them to fucking stop. They won't engage, and so they just level up more. And my job is to just fucking exist and survive and recover. And I'm in my van doing like live streams of Lego, and then fucking this cunt, the same guy that threatened me and shit, started leaving fucko comments on my Lego stream saying, oh, look at you with your toys and all this shit under his real name. And so I got screenshots of all that antagonising fucking too. And yet, and then he went to the fucking courts and tried to say he's scared of me. And I've documented this whole list of me asking him for a year to leave me a fuck alone. And I've got all these instances where I've recorded him fucking antagonising me and fucking screenshots and shit.
Hey, do you have kookaburras out right where you live?
Mm-hmm.
How about magpies? I watched a lot of magpie videos recently. Really interesting birds. Really cute sounds they make. Yeah.
Yeah, magpies will be everywhere. They'll be in the middle of the city. They'll be out in the middle of the bush. They're everywhere.
I've never seen one in person. I don't know if magpies are in the United States. I don't know.
Kookaburras get around a fair bit, but they're more like prey driven. They won't pick up like trash you leave around. And they're more after like bugs and stuff.
If Australia didn't have all these fantastic animals, what would Australia be famous for? I mean, drinking beer and bogans. I think that's it.
We got a big rock.
Oh, the big rock. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a big rock.
Right.
I reckon we should hollow the can out and fill it with nuclear waste. That'd be the safest place for it.
Fill it up, hollow it out and fill it up with YouTube waste.
Yeah. With fucking AI slop. That'll take a day.
Yeah, you know, these people on other channels who make up all these AI slop videos, the videos are so stupid and dumb and reflective of such a low IQ and low creative capability. They are just garbage.
Yeah,
When I do see an AI video that's extraordinary, I mean, it really stands out. And a lot of those are on people who do history channels. They recreate, old, or like ancient Athens, ancient Rome, and it's just extraordinary. But on these other YouTube channels that, are out there, they make up these AI slop videos. They're just horrendous garbage.
Not only that, I think the whole online personality sphere, ever since influencers became popular, is everyone thinks they need to be a brand. And it's like fucking, no, just be fucking normal. Like, everyone has to have a face. It used to be easy to make fucking friends online playing Steam games and on Discord and over Skype random chats and, even the old dating sites and stuff. You actually get a conversation out of people. And nowadays, everything's paywalled, filled with AI slop, and the only people that are interested in putting anything forward are obsessed with self-image. Because they want to be the next fucking, I don't know, whoever's a fucking influencer, I don't fucking know.
This whole thing, when, like on these police body cam videos I watch, and the cop, walks up to the car and goes, give me your license and registration, whatever. And then while they're chatting, they go, what kind of work do you do? And often the person goes, I'm an influencer. And at some point, at X number of years ago, that became a job title or a career title. I'm an influencer. It is the
Yeah.
stupidest thing imaginable.
Yeah, this whole
Influencer.
idea of a brand. It's like, I'm not a
An
brand.
influencer.
Yeah. I don't need.
I'm going to be a de-influencer.
Yeah,
If anybody
that's
asks
what I
me.
mean.
Yeah.
I don't need a shtick that I have to stick with to maintain an audience. I can change my mind on an issue overnight, and I don't give a fuck who agrees.
Morty bought a what is a Choco Chimp, Gampers? I don't know what you're referring to.
It sounds like an ice cream, a chalky chimp.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I had a bubbly Billy.
What's going on with Davey Smalls and TDubz here? I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, hey,
anyway.
Campus, how you doing? I was reading out your messages, and that didn't sound right.
Choco Chimp is a cereal.
There you go.
It's a healthy, nutritious kind of kid cereal. If that's what he's talking about, I don't know.
I'm thinking it sounded like an ice cream.
Choco Chimp's organic cereal. Wow.
Okay. I gave the dad here $20 last night and said go down and buy everyone an ice cream again, and he's like, no, I've had enough. Here's your $20 back. I'm like, oh. But, at least we just offer stuff like that. Like, we're just nice. It's good.
Breitling, everyone wants to be famous. I saw a family of 5 one night all taking pictures of their food at a restaurant and then spending the next hour on their phones. Hardly any communication at the table. That's absolutely right. I mean, it's a degenerated generation.
Yeah, I only started posting on YouTube to vent and fucking rant when I was losing my mind because I had no other fucking outlet.
Right.
Like, I'm constantly being gaslit and manipulated by fucking narcissists around me. This is before I got into that proper trauma recovery support group and was finally honest with people what's going on. And yeah, so, fuck. That's why I joined YouTube. But also, I've always done fun shit like me Lego and bits and pieces. I'm always making something.
Yeah, Lego was around when I was a kid. I mean, it's like 100 years old, maybe. I mean, at least that's giving a kid something to use imagination and build up some creativity in his mind. Versus taking pictures of food and posting them on YouTube.
Did you see what I posted on my YouTube wall? I got Lego Wally pre-ordered from Kmart in Australia, and it comes with Eve and that little sweepy bot that's an asshole cunt. I've wanted Lego Wally for like a decade, and they never made a good one. Now they've got a good collector's one out. I pre-ordered it, got it, $89. People are already selling it secondhand on the resale Australian market for $200. The day it came out, and I'm like, fuck, I hate that, what they're doing to the hobby.
If I remember, when I was a little kid, I had a toy called Lego Gas Station, and you could build a gas station, an old-style American gas station with the Lego pieces, and it had pumps and, the whole gas station building. And
yep, I love Lego Town.
The service garage thing, and it was really, and a big sign out front. It was, for a 4-year-old kid, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I used to like all the medieval Lego stuff from like the classic 80s and that, but now I'm older, I like Lego Town. You get like little Lego ice cream parlor and corner store, and you can put together like your little Lego street now, and it just looks so domestic and wholesome. I like it. Now I'm older, I like the town stuff.
Well, wholesome, that's not a word in popular entertainment anymore. Rat Files, who are you, Rat Files? Are you one of the
You're right back.
Bad guy lunatics out there, or Lego Shell? I think it was a Sinclair gas station, in fact, which was the dinosaur emblem gas station. But I don't remember. It was I was 4 years old or something. Right. Rat Files, you're way off. Nothing like that. Little Gampers likes magnetiles. Don't know what that is. Just asking the hard-hitting questions. So you're like an online journalist, like Cox Report. Yeah, I see. Okay. Right. I love these online journalists, internet journalists who've never taken one class in journalism. You know, not even a 1 week class. You know. Really? Okay. Well, yeah. All right. Very good. Citizen journalist. Yeah. Yeah. Who know nothing about journalism at all. Right.
Citizen journalists these days, fucking idiots think that's complaining about shit on TikTok. Oh, look,
Yeah,
I found something to complain about it. I must influence and make you aware.
Journalism classes are a joke. Well, nowadays they're all slanted and biased by communists. But back in my day, they were real schools, you know.
Didn't you have to take an oath of integrity and shit back in the day? And didn't other journalists hold you account and ostracize if you were fucked?
Well, that's like Captain Kirk, you know, and the Starfleet honoring the what do they call that? The Prime Directive. Every episode, Kirk was fucking around with another civilization, and then he would say, "Well, I was merely, you know, doing that." You know, so. Yeah.
Oh, the Kayaboshi Maru. You know what that is?
Yeah, let me answer this question. Nick is just drugged out, and he's completely wrong, and there's nothing to clarify. So it doesn't matter. You know, if you'd like to support the channel, there's PayPal, Cash App, and Ko-Fi. That's all anyone needs to know. So thank you for the interest.
Yeah, the Kayaboshi Maru is a hollow bridge simulation. Star Trek captains get graded on, and it is an
That's correct. That's right.
unwinnable scenario. And so Kirk hacked the fucking holodeck first and gave himself an out. And so technically, he's the only one that's ever beat it, and they fucking gave it to him because it's unwinnable. And so instead of fucking with it, he went straight to the source and hacked the machine. And they're like,
"That's right.
There you go."
Right. Brightling. Nick lives in a fantasy land filled with paranoia and exaggerated imagination, and a world where he has way too much free time with no ambition. A world where he seeks attention and reaction. Okay. Though on occasion he is funny, and he's definitely, you know, somewhat educated, somewhat intelligent, as opposed to most of the idiots out there, you know. For those of us who don't know what is the context, what is Nick's, well, just go to Nick's channel and look at his posts page, you know. He said, yeah, well, Ratfire is really fascinated with this topic anyway, yeah.
No, he gives my post the odd thumbs up and stuff. I got nothing against him.
Yeah,
it was all the other fuckwits hanging around that got the shits with.
Yeah, that's interesting. Why does YouTube suddenly care about quality control? That's quite a statement. Yeah, it doesn't matter because listen, you know, dinosaurs lived on the planet for 150 million years. There were no humans at all. It was all dinosaurs, and you know, and before the dinosaur period, there were all kinds of animals around for another 100, 200, 300 million years, you know, and we've only been here at the most, any kind of human or ape-like human has only been around no more than 5, 6, 7 million years, and that's really pushing it. So we're only here for a second, you know, and individually we're here for less than a second. So we'll be dead before you wake up in the morning. It's all over. So these things don't matter. You know?
All we are is dust in the wind, dude.
Exactly. Yeah. These things don't matter. So you used to make $3 every show, and now you're making $0. Well, I've already got a very generous PayPal, so you know, no, I mean it's very nice. Rant Files, if you have nothing to contribute, you know, be positive. Don't be such a nasty, mean, nosy busybody. Like Cox reporting those people.
He's just trying to fucking ask gotcha questions to get around.
Exactly, right. He's just, you know, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Why don't you ask him what he had for dinner? Was it nice?
I don't even care what he had for dinner.
No, I mean him, to you. He's just asking you random questions.
I haven't had dinner yet. Yeah.
What about them? What about them? He just wants to keep talking about people you don't want to fucking talk about to get a reaction.
Well, that's because these people, those people are just, you know, they're just fucked up. Yeah, for dinner tonight, I'm going to have something I've been eating a lot of Brussels sprouts as a go-to vegetable recently, and
Not big on those. But,
yeah, and tofu and beans and
fair enough.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I'm a
Have
big
you read
fan.
any stories on the internet about chicken? Eating chicken causes penis cancer. I mention this, but nobody believes me. But I'm absolutely serious. If you just Google eating chicken and penis cancer, you're not going to believe stories that show up from reputable
Oh, right.
university websites and stuff like that. It's
We've been
unbelievable.
talking about hormones in farm chickens and stuff in Australia from 25 years ago. Back when I was a
Yeah,
kid,
but
people were.
America survives on chicken and pig. Chicken and pork, and
Yeah.
people wonder where does all the cancer come from? Well, it's from eating these fucking animals that are industrially produced.
Well, I can tell you what, in like grades above me and stuff. Now, when I was growing up, chicks never had giant honkers, but the chicks in my year, by the time we hit high school, they were fucking fat, dude. Like,
Hmm.
not fat, but like in the chest. It's like fucking some of their tits. And there was this shit on the news about hormones in chicken and fucking
Hmm.
girls getting massive tits and shit.
That's
And
right.
we're all looking around as young dudes fucking high fiving, yeah. But no, that was all in the news and shit. And yeah, we actually saw it like happen right in front of us.
Yeah, Breitling. There isn't much these days that doesn't cause something, with all the crap they pump into it all. Well, I mean, unless you're eating just homegrown, organic, non genetically mutilated food like people ate 100 years ago. Yeah, you're going to suffer from eating the American industrialized,
Yeah,
commercially
I'd say
sold food.
when it comes to anything, the less like it was when it was standing either on the grass or in the grass, whether it's a plant or an animal, the more processed it is through the chain before it gets to you, the worse it's going to be. Even
That's
if it still
correct.
looks like a cut of beef, they're going to be pumping it full of brines and glycerols
I
and
mean, 100 years
all sorts of
ago,
shit, you know?
when a child wanted a snack, he probably had an apple, or his grandma made an apple pie, something like that. Now, people eat Twinkies and all kinds of chemical shit, and causes brain damage and cancer. And
Yeah, I got a funny story about that.
about Twinkies. Okay.
No, about going to the tuck shop and the canteen. That's what we call like your little kiosk you have there at school, where you can
Okay.
get lunches and snacks and things.
Yeah.
Um, I was literally the only one that would go to the canteen and buy fruit, because if we bought fruit at home every day, but not like once a week, by the time it gets to the end of the week, it's all like not fresh anymore. But if I just go to the canteen and get like an apple and a banana every day, they literally pick one up on the way to fucking school for me, and they'll get it every day,
Hmm.
and I get a fresh one. But they said, "Why don't you get them at home?" I said, "I can," but I explained to them, by the end of the week, the bananas go brown. But if I get them from you guys, you won't sell me a brown one.
Right. 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 Let's see here, Morty. Has there been any movement with WagerGate? You recently made a very public demand, so many in the community are wondering. Oh, the curly thing. Yeah, I'm gonna focus on that in some upcoming content, because it's been going on a long time. He's never paid on his debt. He weaseled out on a square bet, and yeah, a lot of people don't know about it, and uh, I'll be bringing that up again, because he needs to make good on his deal, and I'll discuss that in more detail on another show. Yeah.
Plum soup. We had
Rat
blood.
Files sounds like Uzi, you know?
We had a blood plum treat, but I cut it down when fucking I had a freak out and they told me to go commit suicide. I said,
Right,
"Fuck you,
right,
I'm going to
right.
cut the trees down there." That was the first time I got arrested. I peeked out and cut the fruit trees down. Me and the old man planted when I was a kid. And like, well, fuck it, he's dead. You told me to go kill himself, so fuck you, I'm cutting the tree down.
Mm-hmm.
And I got arrested for it. And then she went into court and said, "Oh, she has no idea. Something must be wrong with him." I'm like, "Yes, I literally had an hour-long conversation with you, begging you to stop pressure, and then you're driving me back to suicide, and you said, go do it." if your excuses weren't working.
Plum trees. Do you have any plum trees where you live?
That's what I mean. We did have, I cut it down.
In Japan, plum trees are one of the beautiful trees to have in abundance, as well as, of course, the cherry blossom festival trees, And plum trees are equally beautiful and celebrated, yeah.
I got to
And
think of that
depicted
for a
in
while.
classical art there and all that.
I
Yeah.
love, we've had like peach trees and all that. The peach trees would bloom nice and pink too. And you go stand up there in the morning with your cup of tea, just in under the tree, and you hear all the bees buzzing around and they're all happy. Nothing's trying to sting you. They're happy. You're happy. The tree smells lovely and it's pretty. And you can stand there with your tea. And if you have a cigarette, the bees leave you alone.
Do they have gigantic sized bees and hornets where you live? I don't mean regular size, but like, Cambrian, Devonian era gigantic dragonflies and
I'm
bees
sure
and
up in Queensland towards, like, we got tropical rainforests up there. They would.
Right.
I'm down like southern New South Wales. I'm like pretty sub-temperate down here. It snows like an hour away in the mountains here. Yeah. It's actually snowing now, actually. If the wind blows from the west, it's fine. But if you get the sea breeze, the kind of the ocean, because I'm so close, it's like a big heat sink. And so where I am is a good place to grow like grapes and stuff, because we're close enough to the water to keep the frost off. But you still get the cold wind from the mountain and stuff, and there's something about that the grapes like.
Yeah,
they don't like frost, but they like the cold or something. I don't know, some weird temperature range thing.
You ever run your own little backyard garden, grow your own vegetables or fruit, tomatoes or anything?
Yeah, always grew up doing that on the family property. But, for the last 15 years or whatever, since I haven't been living there much, really. Not really. But here we do. You got the chickens. We planted a passion fruit. I think it's got pecan tree over there.
Pecan tree, very nice.
One of the kids, Doggo's, his first dog, the 10-year-old dog died a few months ago, but now he's got the new little puppy. But I'm gonna take him to the nursery once winter's over, and it's actually worth going out and having a look at plants. And I'll get him to pick a fruit tree that he can plant on where he buried his dog. And so he's got like instead of a grave marker, he's got some nice little fruit eventually and stuff. And he can say, "Oh, that's the fruit that's planted on my dog's grave."
Yeah. Gampers, I just put him in a half-hour timeout because he's not contributing anything positive. So don't need to look at the low-level comments. Yeah. I just got some fresh green tea from the recent harvest there. Where is there? Called Shincha. I've never heard of Shincha. Do you mean sencha? Shin can mean new in Japan, but I've never heard of Shincha. And I used to be a green tea expert, or tea expert, but I don't remember anything called Shincha. Anyway.
TDubz is talking about out at Orange. And there's a van life mission that I got to go to. I'm not taking the caravan. I want to do up the Toyota so I can just take that. I'm transferring battery power over to it now, getting the dual batteries going. I got a spare fridge freezer. I'll be ripping beds out of here. Anyway, so I can just set the caravan up here as base camp and build a solid annex frame off it. And I'm going to cruise around with all the camp shit in Toyota for a while, just to make it fucking easy.
Your caravan, does it drive itself, or do you attach it to another vehicle to move it?
It needs to be towed. But,
I see. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm still getting over the spine fracture. And unless I get all the modern robotic click button shit for it, I'm not lugging around fucking caravans and winders and shit. I can't do it. I'll just injure myself.
Right.
And so it's fine here as base camp, and I just want to go away for weekends. But anyway, when I get the Toyota going, out at Orange, this farming place inland from where I am, they've got this public gunny that's like in the middle of farmland, flat as anything, and they just grow citrus and stuff there. And it's like this full robot Japanese toilet, like the doors automatically open, it plays music for you so no one hears you fucking tinkle, and it's got like all this ambience and shit and seat warmers and fucking rotating fucking self-cleaning lid and shit. And it's like, yeah, it's like the space toilet. It talks to you too. You like tell it to flush and all this shit. Yeah, and it's like a van life thing. Everyone goes and visits the space toilet at Orange. Yeah. We don't have that shit in Australia, you know. We're not Japanese, you know. Yeah, and it's just this random fucking space dummy in the middle of the outback.
McLobster, Ocha and Company is who I order from. Really exceptional tea there. Again, my cha is next level. Really, I'll look up that website, Ocha and Company. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Davey's correct. When I talk, it's just like one continuous long word. Yeah. And
That's
all just
okay.
runs
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. Ocha and Company. Oh, here it is. Okay. I'll save that and look at it later.
Where the fuck is Narandra, Dubsy? Is that near Orange? I'm not going there. I know people from Narandra and they're all psycho. That's another one of the inland towns or whatever. Yeah, I'm a coastie, and then you got like the Great Dividing Range, the Blue Mountains, and then everyone on the inside of that, I don't know nothing about. I hear stories about them.
Yeah, yeah. Well, speaking of Dubsy, we might have him backstage. I don't know if that's the real Dubsy. Dubsy, can you verify that it's you and not one of the trolls? You can show yourself for a second, or
If Elf said the sun is high, what would you reply with? And then we'll know it's the real Dubs.
okay, say that again. Here's a verification check.
The sun is high.
And what is he supposed to say? He knows
Like
what that
I-
means.
If I said it, then he'd know. I don't know if he knows, but it's just a joke that I say to everyone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll have to tell him in private, so that way he will know the answer.
Oh, okay.
It's a
Yeah,
riddle.
Dubs, I don't know if that's you. Could be one of the lunatics out there. One of the felon convict drug dealer guys. So you'll have to show yourself backstage.
You might be. You might be. There might
Yeah,
be
your hand
fucking-
doesn't do it. That could be anybody's hand, you know.
You might be about to get flash mobbed.
There we go. Okay. Thank you very much. Welcome, Dubsy.
Yeah, we were talking about. I wasn't talking about Orange, the city, Puck. I was talking about the Riverina on the New South Wales Victorian border. That's where that's our big citrus growing region for Orange. They got the orchards and that there. You know, you're talking about plum trees. Well, plum trees they don't do too well in the tropical climates. It's more the southern states.
All right. Yeah, we had blood plum, and it was bloody lovely.
Yeah, blood plum. We had a plum opposite our place in Victoria. It was massive, and it used to fruit every year, and we'd pick the plums. But apple scrumping was another great childhood pastime. We'd go apple scrumping, and
For
the
us
apple trees.
Americans, what does apple scrumping mean?
I just going out to the farms where the apple trees are, Morty, and just picking apples. You know, picking apples and eating them and taking them home.
There's a English Commonwealth law that is still in effect, and we can use it here in Australia as well, because we're still classed as a colonised country, colonial-ish. That fallen apples are allowed to be collected by the peasantry for making their cider and shit. That's part of the deal. That's part of the deal of living on the lord's land and being one of his peasants. They stop you from picking up fallen fruit to make your booze. And it's still in effect today that technically, as long as you only pick up fallen fruit and you ask permission to be on the land, they can't stop you to not take the fruit. Yeah, as long as they can keep,
that is true.
But they can't tell you to put your fruit down you've collected. You can take that with you, and it's not stealing.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yeah. And we used to get the plums. They'd make plum brandy. They'd make brandy out of the plums, Puck.
There you go. I haven't heard that one. Yeah, but we never had tons of plums and stuff like that. We had our own little trees and stuff that we manage.
I was weaned on plum brandy, mate. I was weaned on plum brandy.
Yeah, up the back in the hills where all the gold stuff was around this area back in the day. Yeah, the old settlers' fruit trees are gone crazy now. They're like fucking, I don't know, 60 feet tall and just huge, overgrown.
Yeah, they don't die, mate, and they keep the seasonal like weather keeps them going. You know, they come back. They might look dormant for 40 or 50 years, 30 or 40 years, and then they'll just fucking fire up again, man. They'll fire up again and start bearing fruit.
Yeah, I've seen a nectarine tree the size of a fucking gum tree, I swear.
Yeah, nectarines are fucking grouse, mate. Nectarine trees, yeah, they're grouse.
Yeah, and I'm pretty
they're
sure
what? They're gross. Did you say?
No, grouse. It means good.
Oh, grouse. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the scrub bird.
Wow.
Grouse means great,
Okay.
Morty.
Got it.
It's like a slang term for
Obviously,
great.
yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. Well, this is nectarine season here. I just saw them in the supermarket.
You know where you got California is like your orange citrus central farming and that, Morty. We've got one that's called the Riverina. It's on the Murray, like places like Mildura and that on the border of Victoria and New South Wales, northern Victoria. And there's something in the soil there is fantastic for growing citrus. So you've got a lot of big Italian families and that they've got citrus farms, they've got orchards, and they also got other vegetable farms that they supply the markets in Victoria, in the centres like Melbourne.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, California and Florida are the citrus capitals states. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've got oranges they export to the rest of the world. They're beautiful, mate. I haven't tried a Californian orange, but I know that the Riverina oranges are fucking fantastic. They're world renowned, top grade.
Right. Here, when it's off season for apples, stores here import New Zealand apples, and I have to say they're phenomenal. You know. So.
Yeah, New Zealand's got some good produce. Their apples are good. It
must be all the sheep. It must be all the sheep manure that makes it so good.
Or is it the Mount Fuji apples and the pink ladies and yellow custard? I think they're the main three that they got it.
Yeah, I like the pink ladies, and I like a red delicious or a gala apple. They're all right.
Gala apples, yeah. They import the envy apples from New Zealand here. They're really good. Yeah.
What's that, Morty?
They're called envy, ENVY.
Okay, I haven't seen them.
And gala apples come from New Zealand in the off season, and they're really outstanding quality.
You should see all the
Fuji apples are okay. They're a bit mushier than a pink lady. The Fuji are a little bit softer.
Right.
You should see all the modern breeding shit that they do now at the nurseries and stuff, dude. I went down there and they had this thing called a sweet and sour, and it was like a sour Chinese plum times like a nectarine or some kind of weird peach or something. And it was like two stone fruits that have been hybridized, and it's a sweet and sour now. And they've got all these crazy like awesome fruit trees. They're fucking expensive though. Like,
McLobster says that Florida citrus production down 95% since the 90s.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's possible. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, the way they do it, the way they're fucking things up with these GMOs and that now. The reason I say the Riverina because it's probably the most. The area that's mostly not affected by that stuff, you know. They will use herbicides and pesticides to a certain degree, but not like over the top, you know.
Right.
Like growing citrus in fucking hydroponics and shit like that. No, they don't do it. It's all fucking out of the soil, you know.
Right.
So would you guys like to see a road trip when I go away in the Toyota with the Starlink Mini? And I got my new cool laptop and stuff, so I'll have decent cameras and shit. And I just want to do like the lap. I don't want to take the caravan unless I'm camping for a month in one spot. But if I'm just driving through in a Toyota, sleeping in rest areas and shit, I'll go do I'll take the fucking dog or whatever. I'll go do a mission. I just want to go check some places out. I got all this shit, and I just can't be lugging it around with me all back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing, Puck. When you go, you've got to take all the fucking necessities with you, and that's the fucking drama, you know? Travelling light is not easy. If you want to travel, you're best to travel. But these days, you've got to have all the fucking Starlink, and you got to, if you're going to go with your van.
Yeah, I've got all that, but I don't want to take the caravan. The caravan can set up, stay here, and then I've got spare shit that I can just put in the Toyota, spare batteries and stuff and that, and rig that up, put a bed in it, and I got the full long wheelbase Toyota Hiace, and I'm just going to cruise around in that and spend a few nights places and shit. Yeah, I don't want to have to take.
Oh, you got a Hiace? You got a Hiace?
Yeah, I got a Toyota Hiace as well as the caravan. And all the shit I'm going to take out of this when I remodel this, I'm going to put a spare bed in the Hiace. I've got an extra 200 hour battery. I've already got it rigged up for the batteries. I've already got my laptop and everything with all the cables to just run it straight off 12-volt SIG socket. So that's all just done. All it needs is a table and a little gas stove and a jerry can, and I'm good to go.
Yeah, that's all you need. What about you? Said you got your hot showers now. What did you do with that? How did you get that going?
I always had the 12-volt pump. It's just not like massive pressure like a shower you'd have in like an inside a house. It's 12-volt pressure from a caravan pump. You know, it did the job. It was great. But now I've got another circuit on the caravan and another tap, and I've got mains pressure connected direct with just the garden hose. And now when I turn on the hot water system and I readjusted it, it just goes full tilt like you're standing inside.
Nice.
That's great. Yeah, and it preset it.
Has it been? What's the weather like down there, Puck? Is it cold? It's fucking hot up here, mate. It's hot in the Goldie.
No, cold, snowing in the mountains, kissing rain over
Yeah, I saw that. Saw Victoria, Mount Buller. They got their first drop of snow.
Yeah, and it's been raining over the weekend, but
it's been hot up here, man. It's not like winter, mate. It's fucking great. Like we've had a lot of rain. I will tell you that we've had a lot of rain, a lot of rain. But it's good now.
Gampers, Puck is always one component short of building some contraption or other. You know, that's kind of true. He's always building something. He's looking for another piece or part to finish some project. Yeah.
Now, Puck's come a long way in the community. I think he's done well. He's done sort of like a Dubsy, you know. He wasn't taken seriously at the start. But now he is.
Yeah, I was losing like shit, man.
Well, Dubs, listen, in this, quote, community of retards and a-holes, who would you take seriously? I mean, the convicts, the felons, the drug dealers,
but I think you've helped him a lot. You've helped him a lot, Morty, with just having chit-chat shows, you know, just talking about random shit.
He's an interesting guy. He knows, he's more, he has a greater breadth and depth of knowledge than most of the convicts and felon psychopaths out there, you know?
Yeah.
It's true. There's more to them than just chainmail helmets and stuff. You know?
Why are things the way they are, and therefore not otherwise? That's my life philosophy. I suppose that's why I'm interested in everything. I don't know.
That's all right, Davey. Yeah, that's all right, Davey. Why don't you come on and have a chat, Davey? You flip flopper.
Why don't you join? Davey, why don't you join the panel? Yeah.
You're a flip flopper, Davey.
This joint is good.
We don't really have that much of a winter here, not like I remember when I was younger. Like there'd be significant seasonal changes, but the bird life here has been a little down lately. lorikeets haven't seen many of them. You hear them first thing in the morning. The main contenders around here at the moment are the currawongs. The currawongs start about 3 or 4 in the morning, mate. It's fucking unbelievable. It drives you mad.
What is a currawong?
Oh, you explain it, Puck. What a currawong is. You'd be able to explain it better.
It's basically like a big crow.
Yeah.
But it's got a bit of white on it.
And they start chirping it early in the morning stuff?
No, they've got these really distinct calls, Morty. Like it's really fucking, it's bizarre. You know, you'll hear them one morning doing one, and then the next morning they'll be into another one.
Currawongs. Okay, I see it here. Yeah.
Currawong.
Blackbird.
They're like a native from Papua New Guinea. I think they're more a tropical. They're more a tropical. They're different to a crow, though. A crow will be like, but a currawong will do this.
Yeah, they're like
I think crows are more like,
they're all species of corvids. And it's just, like another regional type of corvid.
That's more of a crow.
I'm
looking for a video of a crow.
And we've got noisy miners. Do you know noisy miners? The noisy miners get up the fucking currawongs. They chase them around our village. You can see them swooping in. You got to be careful sometimes when you go out the front door, because a currawong will come through like a fucking F-111, and at low they'll be flying low, and they're being chased by a couple of noisy miners, and they'll see your head and they'll just pull away from your head, and you get this whoosh of fucking wind. I've never been hit by a currawong. I've been hit by a magpie though. I've been swooped by a magpie.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
You
Blaine
there?
Cole, Dubs, have you ever heard of a yowie?
No, I don't. Look, I don't. I see a lot of this stuff about the yowie. It was years ago. We had that in Victoria. The yowies in the hinterland, the highlands, and that.
What is a yowie?
Oh, it's like your Yeti or the
right.
Sasquatch.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. See, it's like
yeah.
They had a thing years ago. I remember in the 70s and the 80s, there was all this fucking yowie hunting and yowie sightings and that. And it was like the Black Panthers in Victoria. They reckon that when the servicemen were here in the Second World War, where they were based in Melbourne, they had the panther cubs, and they let them go into the hinterlands. So they reckon there's still panthers out there, but they're just big feral cats. That's all they are.
Right.
And the yowies or the yetis, they're just dickheads walking around in big fucking like gorilla suits or what are those fucking army camouflage suits called?
A ghillie.
A ghillie. Yeah, ghillie. They're just guys walking around in ghillies.
Right.
And people taking pictures of it and they put it in the paper and say, "Oh, we saw a yowie, we saw a fucking yeti. Oh, you know, let's get a crew together this weekend. You know, $10 a head, and we'll all go out yowie hunting."
Yeah, Gary Opek is the original yowie guy. I was trying to think of his name, and then there's one other Aussie guy. You know Gary Opek if you saw him. He's out there looking for the like Gondwana fucking giant goanna thing and all that stuff too.
Oh yeah, the Gondwana, yeah, Gondwana.
Megalania from Gondwana or whatever the hell, yeah. And Gary Opek, you'd know him.
Megalania, that's a 100 million year, 50 million year old animal. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's Aboriginal stories of these giant rainbow serpent lizard thingamajiggies and shit.
Mm.
And Gary Opek reckon he's got plastic half samples of its footprint and stuff that he's found.
Yeah, I've heard that too, Puck. The Gondwana thing, yeah, with the we used to have them around out from the place I was born. There was a mission out there, and they'd be always bringing in plaster cast footprints. You know, oh, we found it. You know, and they'd try and flog it off to the art galleries and that, looking for a bit of coin.
I'm not trying to bring up the individual random cryptid things. I'm just trying to think of who's a couple of the main Aussie guys were the guys from back in the day, like that started all this stuff off. And yeah, like the Aussie guy. That's one of them. And there's one other dude. I'll think of his name later.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Plazo likes the ghillie suits. Plazo likes the ghillie suit. Ghillies are fucking great. How's my audio? Is my audio bad, Morty?
No, you sound fine.
Yeah. You're ridiculously loud.
Oh, am I? Sorry.
No, you're fine. There's a Aussie guy that's Morty out in Indonesia looking for the orang pendek at the moment. He's like a proper primatologist, and he reckons he's finding shit, like the Hobbit Man of Indonesia. That's another cool one. Anyway, talk about something else. What's your part of the world doing? Morty,
Yes, what?
what's your part of the world doing?
Well, it's the 250 years of America birthday year. And
Yeah, I
we're gonna
saw
have
that.
lots
And
of-
he's got the UFC on the front lawn of the White House. He's got the UFC cage. And now
Yeah, I haven't
the
watched-
deal's off with Iran. Trump must think that the rest of the world we're all fucking fools. Trump must think we're all fools.
Why is that?
Oh, come on, Morty. He's, you know.
Really? Why?
It's all a show, mate. That's all it is. He's a showman. He's like Colonel Tom. He's the later day Colonel Tom Parker, you know, and except he hasn't got an Elvis. He's the latter day Colonel Tom
because
Parker.
He wants a big celebration of the 250th birthday. Is that what
Oh,
you mean?
no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying great. That's fantastic. 250 years. But UFC on the front lawn of the White House?
Well, I mean, some people might consider that tasteless. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I have no interest in UFC. But millions
No.
of people evidently do. So is it any different than the NASCAR celebration party or a basketball event? I mean, it's all the same stuff. You know, I don't know.
The thing is,
It's not as mainstream as
Australia has been, we've been so US centric since the 80s and the 90s when we got all this, it started with the disco and then it went to the rap shit in the 80s and the 90s. And now it's, I don't know, Australia's got to get back to being Australia. You know, that's what we've got to do. We've got to concentrate on our own backyard, look after ourselves.
Yeah,
Pauline Pantsdown will never get in. Pauline Pantsdown and Barnaby are going to do a preference deal with the LNP to get the LNP over the line, and they'll be behind the scenes. They'll be behind the scenes stirring up shit. There's not going to be any of this re-immigration or any of that shit. There's not going to be any of that. We've got that under control. We need migration. We need migration to keep the country going. That's where we're based. We were federated on migration. We started on migration.
Yeah, well, there's a difference, though, between migration and colonization.
Well, we're a colonised country, Morty. You know, the Anglos colonised fucking Australia.
What we
Yeah,
need.
but colonization for conquest and destruction is different than welcoming immigrants. Yeah.
No, if current Australians living here aren't able to have children because they're financially fucked, bringing in fucking poor people isn't a fucking option.
That's a problem of the whole Western world. That's a problem of the whole fucking.
Well,
look at Japan, mate.
Don't perpetuate it then. What they need to do is encourage their own population to have larger fucking families and make the cost of living fucking viable again.
Reproduction is such a problem. Like in countries like Japan, they're going to be fucking extinct, mate, in the next 40 or 50 years. The Japanese are dying. They're dying. You know, the Japanese race will be gone. But unfortunately,
they don't allow immigration though, so they'll still be there.
Well, look, I was over there for a number of years and did my best, to repopulate. But I know what you mean. They're in trouble demographically. Yeah.
But when you talk about Australia with immigration, I think a lot of this thing is like, look, fair enough. You know, they've got to crack down on this. There's an issue at the moment with this student visa thing, right? Where they come in and they on a student visa thing and they stay. Well, if they're productive, if they're productive, fair enough. But I read an article the other day that there's like, for like good schools in like prestigious schools in the state of Victoria, there's only 1,000 places and there's 5,000 applicants, and most of them are from India. Now that's the way it is now, because India, unfortunately, fortunately, India's got more millionaires than fucking China.
You're pissing on the wrong trees, dude.
Hey?
You're pissing on the wrong trees, dude. The main problem is perpetual growth isn't sustainable by just constantly letting in fucking unskilled people, because what that's doing is dropping our wealth per capita down, but overall, country fucking value goes up because there's more heads to tax, whereas the actual wages people are getting are fucking going down, man. Right? And this perpetual fucking growth on paper is bullshit. They need to fucking stop it, make the quality of life good enough, and get people to have fucking kids again and able to own a fucking home. That'd solve your fucking problem right there. That'd be your growth for you. We'd have a baby boom again. Everything could be fucking fine.
Oh, I don't think we're going to ever be in a time of baby booming again, Puck. I think baby boom time's over, mate. Unfortunately, Baby boom was basically the baby boomers. I'm one of the last of the boomers, but my parents, it was like in the boom time, 50s and 60s.
Bullshit too. Complaining about the fucking students or whatever, that's like, whatever. What it is, it's the mass fucking national fucking outreach.
Instead of worrying about all the Indians who are coming to Australia to go to
I'm not worried about them. I'm not worried, Morty. I'm just saying as a yardstick, a yardstick that maybe it's good, maybe it's bad, but
if you want to change that for the better, do heavy recruiting in South Korea and Japan.
They won't come here, Morty. They will not come here. Like South Koreans, the Japanese, they were coming here in numbers in the 90s, the tourism, but they won't come here to settle. You'll find very rarely a Japanese that's come here and stayed here, unless they've got some issues with their family or whatever back home.
Look what Trump's doing, cracking down on all the fucking illegals and shit and getting them the fuck out. Right? What they're doing is they're just sponging up the fucking economy in a black market fucking system. Get the fuck out. No.
Your country needs a new advertising slogan like a kookaburra in every pot to get the quality immigrants.
That just says, fuck off, we're full. We need to build another 1 million more fucking houses before we even let one more person in the country. We need another 1 million houses, and then we can let one more person in.
Yeah, there's a TV show here of, I don't remember the name of it, and it's...
Where are they going to build 1 million houses, Park? Where are they going to build 1 million houses? They can't build any... There's major cities. The major cities are they going to build 1 million houses up and down the coast, east coast? The west coast, no one wants to go there. The interior, no one wants to live there. They're not going to live there. It's too harsh. The country is too harsh. So we're relying on these major cities like on the east coast, Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, Cairns. They're not going to go to the Northern Territory. It's too harsh. So they're going to go up. They're doing one. They're doing one down in town. They're doing a 10-story. It's got 350 fucking units in it.
I'll fucking tell you where. If you look at cities like fucking Wollongong, they've got nothing going on for them. You got nothing to do there. They're just now a satellite city for fucking Sydney, basically.
Yeah, it's always been a bit of a satellite city too. The Goldie's like a satellite city to Brisbane.
The only thing Wollongong's good for is fuckwits going to Wollongong University, right? They need to build some fucking infrastructure there, get something fucking going. They need a fucking industry there. Fucking start mining fucking gold and coal and shit again. I don't fucking know.
Does Australia have any industries besides growing oranges?
No, we sold it all to
we've got fucking... Hey, listen, Morty, we've got enough minerals here. We've got minerals here that'll do us for the next 1,000 years. We've got...
Why don't you amp that up and,
Well, look, the mineral boom is sort of plateaued out now. But there's people who are sitting on. There's people like Gina Reinhardt. Gina Reinhardt's sitting on gazillions of dollars, mate. She could take over the government tomorrow. That's why she's backing Pauline.
Why you're worried about an Australian that actually owns a mine? 99% of these mines are run by fucking, what do they call them? Fucking cross-national fucking corporations and shit. And the government sits there and say, oh, they're building the infrastructure. They're building the infrastructure. These cunts are sending themselves free gas back home, and then they're transporting it on and taxing fucking people royalties on it. We're getting fucking nothing off it, and they're selling the gas to us for more than
is South Korea paying people to shag? Are they? McDonald Lobster says South Korea is paying people to shag.
That's right. Build the pipeline. Pauline Hanson's fucking thing from 10 years ago. Build the gas pipeline to the East Coast. Everyone gets cheap.
What we should have done, Puck, what we should have done, Hawkeye had the idea was they should have made... They should have... the Australians, we could be living like the Saudis now if they had done it, was they were going to use a section of the interior as a uranium used waste uranium deposit. And they were going to bury it like 2 mile or 3 mile into the fucking ground.
That's what I was saying. Hollow out fucking Uluru and cork that thing.
Yeah, no, we can't touch Uluru, mate. Uluru's sacred. Uluru's sacred.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Can't touch it.
Besides a certain
I remember
area,
the old turn the outback into a radioactive waste dump.
yeah. Besides a certain area of
Brisbane, they're going to turn into a radioactive waste dump and make gazillions out of it. It never fucking happened.
Yeah, besides a certain small area of Brisbane, is Australia rich with natural gas and methane, which you could make billions of industries?
Oh, the entire interior.
Yeah, but we sell it all off, Morty. We sell it all off to the highest bidders. We sell it off, mate. We've got heaps of it, but we sell it.
Don't complain about Gina Reinhardt, because we're not selling it. They're coming in, they're getting deals with the government, building their own fucking factories, exporting it to themselves for free, and then selling it to us. And the government's saying, oh, but they're building the infrastructure.
Yeah.
I mean, like Canada. Canada doesn't have any industry really besides maple syrup and moose decorated T-shirts, sweatshirts. They don't really make anything in Canada anymore. So what about down there? I mean, you need some heavy industries to make the country dynamic. And what can you do in Australia? Besides
we got
farm
tons
kangaroos. What else can you do down there?
Oh, down here on the south coast, we used to be a big whaling industry and shit down here, and our fisheries are still great, and we've managed them really well. You can come whale watching now. We don't harpoon them, and we do tourism out of it and stuff. But gold's fucking rich enough now. There's been talk about opening another fucking gold mine around here. But that's the problem. They should be opening it up to fucking prospecting.
Yeah, they are. They've got a couple of new deposits, but when you got people like BHP, they've got the biggest fucking gold deposit in the world, and they're still pulling it out of the ground.
Yeah, well now it's actually viable enough. Fucking, I know mates that have been talking about fucking going at old school and getting a claim and shit. You get licenses and stuff for it, and you're just like a solo dude.
We've got so much, Morty. We've got so much here. We get paid not to pull it out of the ground. The rest of the world pay us to not pull it out of the ground so they can sell their own shit.
Well, fuck that. You should mine and get all the natural gas you can and sell the fuck out of it and build up all those industries.
Yeah, I know, but it's now we've got these fuckwits in charge. They've got the new Green Deal, like all this fucking global warming fucking bullshit. They've been trying to shove down people's throats, and they've got farmlands out there, like the western around Victoria, right across the South Australian border. You've got kilometres after kilometres after kilometres of these fucking stupid fucking windmills that are supposed to regenerate fucking wind power. They're going to break down in 10 years' time. They're going to fall apart in 10 years' time, and they're going to be going out there in the paddocks and fucking pulling them down.
Mm-hmm. I was complaining about those things already. Yeah. We already complained about the fucking...
Those windmills kill tens of thousands of birds every year, hundreds of thousands of birds.
No, they cause infrasound, and
Because
people have
from the early 2000s right through, they've been sold this fucking global warming fuck. It's the greatest con that's ever been pulled on mankind, like COVID. COVID was a good con, but this one, the global warming, is bigger. But now we're starting to see a pushback on it. We're starting to see pushback. People are pushing back now.
How come Australia isn't world famous as a beer country? I mean, Japan, Belgium, Holland, Canada. These are all gigantic. Germany, gigantic beer.
Because we basically produce for local consumption, Morty.
Everyone in Australia is basically a fucking drunk.
No, it's because the government's greedy, and what the European countries have done is they've made it a national thing, and they've fought internationally for their brewers to get good trade deals, and they give them tax exemptions and shit. Whereas the Australian government takes 75% of the money for your beer before you even brew it.
Yeah.
Australia should be a famous, international beer company, a country like Germany and Belgium and Canada. And it has, except for...
If you go into the bottle there, you've got to search...
Australian beer.
You got to search far and wide now to find an Aussie beer. It's all fucking boutique. It's all. I'm drinking a Jap one at the moment. I'm drinking a Japanese lager. It's called Naminkai. It's not a bad beer, actually. $16 for a 6-pack. Here, I'll show you, boys. Hang on, I'll show you.
Hurricane, Morty, were you pleased I scooped Lex on your channel demonetization story? I let him know the Locks Report will get exclusive 60 minutes interview with the diner. Really? That's it. Okay.
Full screen, Morty.
So, what is this? Let's...
hang on.
We're hanging.
Yeah, that's it. For an Australian to buy an imported beer is taxed less.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking... It's sacrilege, isn't it? It's sacrilege, isn't it?
What is it called?
It's sacrilege, isn't it, Puck? But it's cheap, mate. It's cheap. It's only $16 for a 6-pack.
That's
what I was saying. The can design looks really cheap.
We're not famous. Yeah, our government will just tax us because we drink.
Wait a minute. Now, that says Japanese-style beer, not Japanese beer. So where is that actually produced? St. Louis?
It's made in Australia. In Australia.
All right, yeah, because it's a Japanese style. See, they're fucking with the description there.
Yeah, mate. I don't know. There's tobacco wars. We've got tobacco wars going on. We've got alcohol wars. We've got restaurant wars. We've got everything at the moment, Morty.
Wow.
Yep, everything's fucked. And that's the only thing that's open when you go now to towns. The only thing there is places to eat. And there's no fucking cool, fucking places to go and just look at fucking awesome shit or whatever. There's just nothing to fucking do anymore, man. Right.
That's because the pub scene went out of style, mate. The pub scene with the pub bands, where you can go and pay $5 for a cover charge and see a great band and drink piss all night and have fun. It's all gone out of style now. It's all boutique. It's all boutique.
It's fucking rigged, man. It's like during COVID, they forced everyone to fucking stay home and get online. And they turn around as soon as COVID's over and say, oh, there's too many kids online, let's ban them all. And so they forced all these kids onto fucking social platforms all the way for 4 years growing up. And they turned around and said, fuck off, no. And now they're walking around like zombies, fucking freaking out and don't know what to fucking do.
That's right, because of the E-Karen. The E-Karen, our imported E-Karen. She's wanted in she's wanted in America, she's wanted before Congress, and we've got her as our fucking E-Karen. She's our fucking E-Karen, the social media fucking policewoman.
Yep.
Look, I will say that it is a good thing because of there was some terrible things happen with youth suicides and that. That was shocking. But yeah, you're right. They're walking around like zombies now, Puck. They don't know what to do with themselves.
Yeah. It's fucking.
Thank you to Hurricane and McLobster for Ko-Fi. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate the support.
There you go, Morty. I make it rain, mate. I make it rain for you.
It's all the beer talk. That's what does it. Yeah.
All the beer talk.
I was surprised just to find an EB game still open locally the other day. And I hung out there for half an hour just looking at fucking cool shit on the shelves.
Is EB game still open, is it? Still going?
I found one in the bay, and yeah, I was walking around. I got a cool anime mouse pad. I thought I'd spend $20 at least on fucking something. Ended up talking to the chick, and I was wearing my Warcraft shirt. She invited me to her WoW guild as well. Just no one knows what to do anymore. I'm just rocking up. We're about the same age. She's working there. She's like, "Oh, join our WoW guild and shit." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." That's fun.
Yeah, I'm not really that generation, Puck. I'm like, mate, fun for me was like in the late 60s, the 70s, you know, getting your board, borrowing your older brother's board and going down the beach and fucking having a surf, you know, and then smoking a few fucking cones on the way home, smoking a few cones and hanging out with the boys, hanging out with the boys at a burger shop and
no, but I'm talking about right now that I'm 40, Dubs, and I'm walking around. I'm 40 years old. I'm walking around. There's nothing to fucking do. No one's. The only thing that's fucking open is restaurants. Everything's fucking open. And that's what I mean. I just wanted to go find a shop.
Most of those restaurants, mate, they open and they don't last 6 months. Give them 6 months, they're closed, mate. You know, only the fucking. I live up the road from one of the best steakhouses in the world, Cavs Steakhouse. It's just down the road from me. It's world renowned, and it's been in operation since for 80 years, mate. 80 fucking years.
And what about the electronics store down the road? That's fucking closed, isn't it? That's the only thing open. You know, there's just fucking nothing going on, dude. You know, the only fucking store I can walk around and see, like, some electronics and shit and, like, go see what nerd shit's out or whatever. It's like fucking someone selling a washing machine. You know,
mate, you're right, mate. We need to fire the liar. Fire the liar. Fire the liar. Vote One Nation. Fire the liar.
Who's saying that?
I'd say bring back the wood chippers. Anyway, thanks for having me on, Morty. It's been good. You're doing good.
Bet. Very good. Yeah, thank you very much, TDubz.
Take care, man. But remember, boys, fuck AC3. Don't believe AC3's bullshit. And stay sexy, boys.
All right. Thank you, Dubs. See you next time.
Well, that was a lot.
Wow.
Oh, cheers, man. You got your kookaburras in the background. Going.
Well, we got an Australian format today, so yeah. Gampers, Cox report brushed off the Locks report scoop, but behind the scenes, sources say heads are rolling in the Central Florida network's breaking news department. CFN is pretty pathetic. You got to admit it. I mean, but anyway, yeah.
Your kookaburras are setting off the rooster.
Oh, really?
I don't think they can hear it from here, but it's just having a fucking chat. There's probably
is the kookaburra thing too loud? I can lower it.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just a joke in case you could hear the rooster.
Yeah, I got to get some magpie sounds for the audio background as well. Yeah. But that bird, that other bird, Dubs mentioned, Kukawonga, or whatever he called it. I have to look at what they sound like.
Karawong.
Karawong, yeah.
Yeah.
Have to see what those
basically
sound
like a big raven-looking thing.
I've never seen a raven in person. I mean, crows are everywhere in this country by the millions, but I'd love to see a raven and a talking raven or a tame raven.
Right. Well, they're all families of corvid. But,
that's right. Yeah, extremely intelligent birds. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't really know the difference much. They're pretty much all the same. You know, once they're about that size, and they're that body shape, and they're all doing the same thing in the same kind of branches, and they're all pretty much the same. They just make different whistles or screeches.
Cavs Steakhouse. It's an institution. Well,
Yeah,
okay.
but that was the point, Dubsy. Like, I walk around like fucking my fucking area. Like, I could drive for like an hour in each direction, and the only thing open is just fucking places to eat. It's there's just nothing to fucking do. I'm driving around looking for something interesting. There's like a shop full of fucking knickknacks or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just fucking everything's just shit. No one does anything. I got me fucked spine, so what am I gonna do? Like running around surfing and shit at the beach? No. All you do is go hiking in nature, complain on the internet, and go out and take photos of food at fancy restaurants. That's all anyone does ever since COVID.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you're making the news here because you turned off your monetization. Making the news.
Well, I mean, whatever. Yeah. I mean, you know,
It's
this
fucking
channel makes in a month what other channels make in one show. So the monetization on this channel is not significant, you know.
Well, I could be bothered with setting up the accounts and shit. That's just more ways to get fucking hacked.
Hurricane, I'll continue supporting the show as I always have in whatever method the diner... Oh, thank you very much, Hurricane. That's great to hear that. Thank you.
Anyway, yeah, so it was my RAM stick that came.
Mm-hmm.
Just one of these images.
Do you do, have you done or do you do edibles?
I can get them. But
Yeah. In the past, what flavor edibles have you enjoyed? Like blueberry, cherry?
I haven't gotten any before. But
Oh, I
can.
see. 'Cause I've got some blackberry edibles here, which I've yet to indulge in. Maybe tonight's the night. Yeah.
I'd only bother getting if I was stuck on public transport or accommodation or something. I couldn't smoke me fucking weed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I was going to go away, like, I don't know if I was going to go on a plane or a bus somewhere and I was freaking out, or a train or whatever, even if it was for a few hours, yeah, I'd get me doctor to get me edibles.
Right.
Just let me get blazed and fucking sit there so I don't have to fucking pay attention to anything.
Yeah, I don't really want to ban people on this channel who show up, but if all anyone does is just negative comment after negative comment, nothing positive or productive or useful or of any value, then, you know, why be here? So I don't want to sound like Cox Report, but who bans everybody. But, you know, at least offer something to the benefit of everyone watching. So, Hurricane, Morty, did you see Jax's last show? No, I did not see his last show. Did you see Jax's last show was taken down by Fox for playing clips? I thought Jax didn't. Oh, I don't pay attention to that show anymore since they sent me out of Fucktown, you know. But the show was taken down. Well, you know, he's got Cox Report executive producing, so, you know, what can I tell you? Gampers, don't you have a comic book collectible shop where you can hang out, Puck?
No, I was just up at EB Games and even talking to that chick there. I was asking him where to get some comic protector sleeves, and she's like, "I want some too, if you can find any." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So I came home and ordered a 10-pack. I'm going to use a couple. The kids are using a couple, and if I get a couple left over, I'll go out there and slip them to her. Yeah. I want to get us. They also do secondhand console stuff. They fix up and recondition, and I want to get a new wireless controller. And so if I sling her a few comic protectors, just because we talked about it, and if I'm after a wireless controller, she'll get me the good one.
Here's an interesting question, Puck. Have you ever considered swapping the RV life, the van life, for living on a boat? Boat life is so in right now.
No, too much work again. Too much
work.
Docking, importing, how do you get your water there, all that shit. If your battery system fails, you got to like find somewhere. You can't just get it out and whack it somewhere with solid ground to work on it.
Yeah. And you got to keep it clean, really clean, the salt water and all that. You really got to clean it down. And I grew up with boats back, and you really got to maintain them, clean them, and
A raft
it's a lot
house
of work.
on the lake would be a
But
hell of a
like my
lot.
apartment, I never cleaned my apartment, so it's much more desirable for me. But,
A raft on a freshwater lake would be a hell of a lot easier. I could draw me water direct from the lake and filter it.
well, yeah. Blaine, they rode you out of Fucktown. Well, listen, I learned something about my Fucktown experience, and I'll make a statement now on that. I learned a lesson. Okay, never befriend drug dealers, felons, convicts, and psychopaths, sociopaths. It never works out, and they always betray you. So there's my comment on that. Yeah. That's for myself. Don't befriend drug dealers, addicts. Though I don't want to pick on addicts because I've met many people who had addiction issues, and they're some of my closest friends. But that's besides the point. But when you combine addicts with dealers, felons, convicts, bisexual, prison sex people, and laundry folders, it just never ever works out. So I learned a big lesson on that. Yeah. Hey, old timey, thank you very much. Glad to see you. Thank you for the upvote. And a snitch, yeah. Never befriend a snitch. If they snitched once, they'll do it again. I never thought about that, but I agree with that. After I've thought about that for a bit, yeah, snitches, yeah. And I've never been in a snitch position, but I don't believe I would snitch. I think I would accept the penalty for you do the crime, you do the time, as Beretta said. I don't believe I would snitch. But then again, I never engaged in a life of crime where I had to worry about those issues, or engaging in criminal activity where I had to worry about what if I get caught. So if you don't do the crime, if you don't engage in a life of crime, then you don't have to worry about being called a snitch or being in a police involved situation where a way out could be being a snitch. If you don't get involved in that, if you don't get involved in a criminal lifestyle like that. So it's not that I would never say I would never befriend an addict, because I certainly have many friends who have overcome addictions or live with certain addictions, but they don't combine that with being a felon, convict, laundry folders, prison sex enthusiasts, and sick, psychopathic, hateful people, and closeted gay, mentality people and stuff like that. So, and vengeful, hateful, spiteful, vicious people. So, yeah. But I don't pick on addicts at all. I mean, that's rampant in our society, and but that's different than adding it with those other factors like I just mentioned. For all we know, Hurricane is a maple syrup addict. He might be guzzling a bottle a day. We don't know. But maybe he doesn't want to admit to that. If that's the case, we don't know. Hurricane, Morty, do you feel that the release of the UAP files would ramp up war or create peace across the globe? So far, there's been a lot of material released, but honestly, do we know any more than we did half a year ago? We've seen all these cool videos of things flying around, okay? But do we really know any more about whether they're here or not? We haven't seen any film of the alien creatures. So
my whole YouTube thing comes from the Woo community on YouTube. Yeah, I used to co-host a fucking radio show and all sorts of shit. That was like 10 years ago. I'm not going into that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's every fuck. It's when Bob Lazar came out in the fucking 80s. I was a kid, and everyone thought we were going to know everything. and everyone's still saying, "Oh, look, they're releasing the files," but all they're saying is these are the things we don't know what they are, and we're going to admit we don't know what this is. But there's tons of shit they fucking know, and we're not getting that. And they're just saying, "Oh, here's a bunch of intangible fucking sky dots. Do what you want with it."
Yeah, I mean, until they actually show us alien craft or alien life forms, they've shown us nothing that we can use, no material that we can make anything out of, just all these flying, flashing lights in the sky. So until they actually show us alien life people, forms, or spacecraft, we don't have any further, we're not any further ahead than we were months ago.
I think they're already selling it to us, to be honest. Like Bob Lazar said back in the 80s, how do you make a spacecraft out of one piece like it's molded? How does its systems connect together without any wires and communicate with each other? And how do you fly it without any controls? And to date, they're selling us 3D printing. We've got wireless communication and charging on our devices and shit. And we've got touch screens. How do you play GTA on your phone? Well, same way you fly a UFO. It's got a touch screen. I reckon they're already selling it to us now.
I don't know. I'm not an engineer or a scientist, so I don't know. But how come in 1902 people would say you can't fly, and in 1903 people were flying airplanes? So
exactly, lighter than air travel isn't possible. They said,
yeah. Blaine, Morty, just ask yourself, what would Alejandro Sosa do? The Sosa character in what was that movie? Scarface. The actor who played Sosa did a sensationally good job. He was so good. Really, really good. The Bolivian
I've
drug
never
lord.
actually sat through and watched Scarface since I was like.
I know, the first time I saw that movie, I thought it was Brian De Palma shit. I really hated it. I couldn't, not hated it. I didn't like it at all.
I think
But then I
someone was
watched it again and again, and it really is an excellent film. I really like it.
Well, I was just on in the background when I was like 10, and many other kids were running around doing something. So I've seen bits of it, but that wasn't the kind of thing I was into, like gangsters and that, Now that I'm older, I could probably watch it.
Yeah, McLobster, you're right. Drug dealing, brain-addled felon, convicts, gays, closeted gays, prison sex enthusiasts. I should put together a letter, like an LGBTQ plus thing for that, instead of going through the whole litany of words. Yeah. Go with E. Gerber Mylar. Puck. What does that mean?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Rufus sent you a glow addiction clip, Morty. Okay, thank you. I'll take a look at it after the show. Thank you very much. Gilden, pod boss Mike doesn't snitch or fold laundry. Well, Mike the Snake, I've never heard any stories about Mike the Snake ever snitching or folding laundry. So, yeah, that guy, I thought he had people. First time I heard the laundry folding thing was on my show. I think it was December. And when that guy told me about, I don't mean the Chicago that guy, but the other guy who was on my show dozens and dozens and dozens of times. Really nice shows we had. When he mentioned the folding laundry, my thought was he had people folding his laundry. That definitely was the way it came across to me. But after having witnessed his activities in the last number of months, I'm completely convinced he was the laundry folder. I mean, it's just, he was folding the laundry. He didn't have people folding his laundry. Yeah. Jimmy, Morty, you've convinced me the world is truly fiked up. Snitches, misogynists, laundry folders, grifters, drug dealers, swindlers, Dreckovacs. It's all. I'm not talking about the world. I'm talking about the YouTube cesspool. That's, I made a list just out of curiosity a few months ago. I said, who are the ex-convicts, ex-felons on these channels? And it took me just 5 minutes. I came up with at least 10. Okay, at least 10 of them who dominate many of these shows. So these shows are dominated in large part by drug dealers, felons, bisexuals, gays, pedophiles. I mean, I'm not going to get into that in detail. I don't want to say pedophiles, but pedophile friendly. Let me put it that way, or pedophile interest people, convicts, drug dealers, not drug users, drug dealers, convicts, felons, psychopaths, backstabbers. I mean, it's absolutely true. Prove me wrong. I mean, absolutely true. Yeah. Jimmy, sometimes I'm just thankful for a place to go where everybody knows your name, like the diner. Yeah, you mean like Cheers? I never watched Cheers more than one episode, maybe one full episode. I thought Ted Danson was just the most unfunny actor on television. I can't believe he became such a huge star from Cheers. I mean, and then later, when he appears on Curb Your Enthusiasm as he got older, the guy looks like Lurch. He really does. I mean, Ted Danson, I just don't get this guy.
I know him from the direct TV movie, the mini one, Gulliver's Travels. That's what I know him from.
Oh, I would never even take a minute to look at a Ted Danson. He made feature films, really? I would never look at that.
It was like a 3-part direct-to-TV miniseries of Gulliver's Travels. And it was like a sci-fi channel thing. It was just on like cable when I was a kid.
There was I know this, he had a TV show in the 90s called Becker on CBS Network, some sitcom. I don't know what it was about. I don't remember. I think I saw half of one episode. It was absolutely awful. And the deal he made, this was coming off of Cheers, where he was like the #1 TV star, just about. And when he got that deal, part of his stipulations on doing that was CBS had to guarantee him 2 seasons before they could cancel the show. I got that from reliable sources. That shows you how much he knew the show was going to be garbage, and how insecure the guy was that he really didn't have the talent to carry a show as the star,
Yeah.
But Becker was just an awful show. It was garbage.
I think you go.
Yeah. Morty, Morty would love your opinion on AI in Hollywood on TV. I believe if it ramps up, we'll get a lot of mediocre content. We'll never get the truly exceptional stuff from the past. Well, I agree. I mean, I saw some clip on YouTube. Puck, maybe you saw this. It was some Tom Hanks movie, maybe 5-10 years ago, where he was a captain of a World War II battleship. And all the, Japanese airplane attacking the Navy ships or his ship. It was all AI generated crap shit. And it looked like shit. And with Tom Hanks as a star, it was doubly shit. It's just awful garbage, And I'd rather watch a movie with just actors talking to each other, with a gripping story like the original Rocky. There's no effects or AI in Rocky. It's just a great story, great direction, and terrific characters, And of what use could AI have been in Rocky 1? None, Yeah, I know. Rufus. Oh, Archie sent me a copyright notice for one of my clips. Really? Yes, I saw that. He posted it a day or two ago. Well, I mean, Archie didn't do it. You know who did that on Team Archie. The Alphabet Gang, absolutely right. You could just call them scabs or those undesirables, right? Crybaby, Morty, one of the winning fighters at the White House event, just said in his post-fight interview that Michelle O is a man. You would have loved it. Well, of course, Barry's husband is a man, of course. Barry's a flamer and Michelle is a guy. I mean, prove us wrong. It's like that Mrs. Macron, the First Lady of France. All she ever had to do was submit a blood sample to 3 or 4 primary, major universities and say, run a DNA test. It'll show you I'm a full male. And she never did that. Instead, said, no, so, if I had the money, I would go on TV and say, I'll offer Michelle Obama $10 million if she'll strip naked in front of me and submit her blood to 5 university laboratories I'll handpick the universities, and case closed. And she can donate to keep the $10 million or donate it. It's simple, And we know about Barry and the death of Barry's private chef in Martha's Vineyard. Oh my God! I mean, it's so obvious. The guy is flaming his way across the country with his Chicago gayness. It's unbelievable. How's your clip? Which clip? I got so many clips in the works. Ocean O'Mallard. You're formerly known as Bradley. Ah, new screen name. Okay. Okay, Bradley. Very good. And racist. Right. That's right. I left off racist. Right. Yeah. Do financial crime or white-collar criminals get a pass? Or regardless of the conviction? Get a pass for what? Yeah, look at Ted Danson as he is nowadays. The guy's spitting image of Lurch. It's incredible. And he's not funny. He's never been funny, I really like the show Bored to Death. He's on that one. I recommend. I just don't watch Ted Danson. He's just one of those actors. I just can't watch him. He's just a big nothing to me. If other people like him, fine. Same with DiCaprio and Ben Affleck. And what is the big deal with this Jennifer Lopez? Is she supposed to be sexy and desirable? You can go to a local community college and find thousands of women better looking than Jennifer Lopez. So what is the big deal?
There's a South Park episode of this. Jennifer Lopez! Oh, have you did the book? I am Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I mean, it's not that she's great looking at all. I mean, so it's just Hollywood hype. Hollywood. It's like Madonna as a sex symbol. The woman is just a dog. She's very, very unattractive, even when she was in her 20s. Totally non-sexy. It's just a Hollywood hype machine, to think she's good looking or highly fuckable. I mean, she's just undesirable.
Zeta Jones is hot. She's one of those ones that's still going on.
Puck is right. Tandy Dixon. Your Australian Kylie Minogue. I watched a video of her. It was a compilation of showing her how she aged as a teenager to the present. And when she was, 18 in her 20s, very beautiful, typical Australian looking. There's a certain look that Australians have that they all look the same. I don't know what it is. They all have the same grandparents kind of thing. And she looked fantastic, And as she got older, I mean, I guess she looks okay, but ugh. But she's a big star. Here, she's nothing. In Australia, she's the big star, a big star. Yeah. Yep, COVID and the Amazon takeover is real. Yeah. Big Meech. Hey, Big Meech. Here, Morty and Docs are working hard to dox him. Really? That's a horrible thing to say, Big Meech. Why would you say anything like that? Jimmy, Carolina won the cup. What does that mean? What cup? Brightling, a common safe space for people that are not accepted in society norms of respect, empathy, and decency. The cesspool, trash streaming for a common ground gathering of like-minded. Yeah, right. Crybaby. Yeah, the Canadian teams suck. It's quite embarrassing. Well, what's the story with Carolina? What happened? I don't know that story. Big Mike seems to cause a lot of Jesus. Yeah. When you say Carolina, what do you mean? What Carolina team? Yeah. Australians are not racist. We were born from migrants. Well, from prisoners. Yeah. Hey, Puck, how far can you trace your family back? You ever get into genealogy for yourself at all?
Little bit, but more direct. My grandmother from Dad's Scottish and wrote a lot down about her husband and the Danish side and the Scottish side and shit. Don't really know much about Mum's side or whatever, or really want to. Her side of the family are a bunch of fuckwits. I just trace back, my last name and stuff through Dad's side.
Well, there must be a lot of Australians who can trace their lineage back to, prisoners coming over from England, in the 1700s or whenever that was. Because it's only
No,
200 years
no,
ago.
we were just Scottish migrants.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
we weren't British prisoners.
Oh, you're talking about hockey, I see. Rufus, Morty, do tell, which community colleges do you hang out at? You often use them as a bar to judge women. Would love to know. Any community college is going to have better looking women than Jennifer Lopez or many of these, quote, Hollywood sex symbols who just look like trash, Hey, Real Perry, how are you? Yeah. 31 viewers. Thanks for watching The Diner, everyone. Talking with Puck. Yeah. Support the channel if anyone's interested. We had some channel support from Bear Clooney, Hurricane McLobster, and I believe Rufus as well. Thank you guys very much. Yeah. Blaine, Morty, did you ever see Invaders from Mars 1950? Oh, several times. Yeah. Scared the bejesus out. That's a classic film from that era. I mean, it's not a classic, but from that 1950s era. It's a real classic, yeah. The photography on that is extraordinarily good, and the set design, really great. Old-timey. The Grant Smith apple is Australian. You ever hear of a Grant Smith apple? Who knows? Right, okay. Chemeketa, is that spelled right? Chemeketa Community College. Very, very diverse, lots of options. Community colleges also have many. Yes, what I'm primarily talking about, the international students who come from the Philippines, Thailand, South Korea, Japan. Beautiful, beautiful girls, compared to your Hollywood trash, quote, sex symbols. Yeah.
I've been kind of pondering what I'm going to do after I get past all this bullshit I've been through for the last few years. Get my van sorted and be ready to cruise. They're selling the family property for $1 million, and they've already fucked me up over money enough. Like I said, I'm going to civil case the fuck out of them. But I don't know. I've been pondering would I go to I want to meet fucking people. I don't know what to fucking do. Would I go back to fucking uni or something? Go to a mature age fucking course or something? I don't know what I'd do though.
Rufus, you didn't. Okay, then somebody else then, Rufus, my mistake. Okay. Yeah, right. Well,
I don't know. I could teach myself coding and shit, but you don't need to do that now. There's AI.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Rufus, you sent a video. That's right. My mistake. Yeah, but thank you for the video. Right. Yeah, well,
I don't know. So the more AI everything goes, the better off I am training someone to just be a blacksmith again. I've still got all my shit that I got to go get.
Is there much demand for a blacksmithing?
Well, any kind of heritage work or anything, they want someone to be able to do it. They can't find people. The only option is when your wrought iron thing on the old grave wants to be restored or whatever, is to buy a new crap fucking cast one from China and put that up. But I can come in and reheat it and bang it out and replace bits and pieces and recolor it and snug everything up and all that kind of shit.
What do you think? Well, no, yeah.
I can make custom shit for people. If someone's a tractor, he's fucked. I've had them rocked up with random fucking tractor parts, and they're like, "Can you forge me this bracket fucking thing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, all right, no worries."
Would you be able to make old-fashioned Wild West handcuffs, like they use in Yuma prison in the 1800s? Those old clunky handcuffs. I bet you could if you had a pair to copy them. Get on the forge and bang them out.
They're the shackles they used to put the cold rivet in, and so you'd have to bust an actual rivet. You'd need a forged chisel to bust them off. There's no key.
I mean, why go to the police supply store and buy a pair of modern handcuffs when they could hire you to custom craft some real quality old-fashioned handcuffs?
Well, when they get to the actual place, they uncuff them now. But these shackles are what they used to chain you to the wall with. And
Yeah,
they would
right. Yeah.
yeah. You're not allowed
Shackles.
to do that anymore. Yeah, you're not allowed to rivet people to the wall anymore.
Yeah,
You
but
have
you could
yeah,
you could be hired on a commission to make old-fashioned 1700s England shackles and handcuffs.
yeah, I could do
You
that.
can't
Yeah.
put them. You can't use restrain people to a wall and torture them. But
No, there's plenty of well, that's I'd rather do heritage work and stuff because there's plenty of old ironwork around that's fallen to
Right.
bits. And if you go, and once the local fucking area knows that you're the repairer guy, yeah, I did the hinges for the door of a church. I didn't have to remake them; they were just all slack and shit. And so I just had to take them off and snug them up and re-quench them and shit. Give them a brush down with the wire brush. Give them a coat of oil. There you go. That looks sweet.
Well,
Yeah.
what else could you make as a blacksmith? Shackles, handcuffs. You could make old-fashioned horse and wagon things that a blacksmith would have to make.
Yeah, but especially for horseshoes and stuff, being like a knife and
right.
a tool maker. I'm really good at heat treating tool steels. Yes, I'm not just forging the shape of wrought iron and saying there you go. I can make it out of carbon steel and heat treat it, and say there you go.
What about making wrought iron or chairs or stools?
I could, but like I say, the tool making is kind of my thing, and I'm better at the heat
I see.
treating.
Right.
I wouldn't really do too much wrought iron stuff other than I was fixing up old things. I wouldn't want to do it from scratch.
Right. Then you
I'm
can have
doing
original custom-made iron,
if I'm doing stuff
blacksmith-made furniture, and you could sell that.
if I'm doing stuff from scratch, I'd be making like scythe blades and swords and
Right.
stonemason chisels and woodworkers Damascus steel chisels that look thick and all that shit.
Right. Rat Files, do you have anything to contribute to this show besides just, retard questions and comments? Here's your chance, Rat Files.
You're going to tell us more about what someone else is saying somewhere else. That's
I don't know what.
Yeah.
But he keeps coming back. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Yeah. So.
So yeah, glad I got that new RAM. Got 2 more little adapter parts that are $10 each coming. And I need another USB power supply from the motherboard. This one only has one. And so I need a splitter bit too. And then I can power the Wi-Fi card. Because the kids are used to laptops and stuff. They've never had like a gaming PC. And so I figure if I can put the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth card in it, then all their spare keyboards and headsets and everything are just going to work with it like they do with their laptops. And I don't even know where the modem is in their house. And I'm not getting it called that long. And they can just put it anywhere they want, it'll work. That's the idea. Oh, I got donated this fucking kick-ass keyboard, man. It's worth like $300. Like some gaming mechanical Razer Black Widow Ultimate crazy thing. So the kids are getting my Razer keyboard, and I'm keeping the stench one. Yeah, because I'm fixing up the old PCs and shit, and putting some of my money into it, and I'm going to donate them. I'll give the other one away, but I might sell one. I'm not sure yet. I put enough into them. Anyway,
Yeah.
I might get about $800 or $1,000 back for me.
$800. That was my entire income for last year. Jesus. Yeah, you're doing great. Okay.
That's just for one of them, and that's the main one. And then the one I'm putting together for the kids is still great to game on, and they can have it for free.
Yeah. Real Perry, I'm not usually up this late, but this show has a cool sitting outside at night by the pool vibe. Thank you. That's nice. Are you lighting up, smoking a joint, eating edibles, or having a drink while you're out by the pool kind of thing? Or were you just closeted in your dirty bedroom, unshaven and unshowered for a month? Either way, thanks for the nice comment.
It's a crappy weekend here. It's Monday today. That's why the post came again. Oh, I get paid tomorrow again. Not that I've got anything that I want to get. I've got enough shit. Everything's on order.
Rat Files, I don't copy him for anything. And I don't know anything that goes on his channel. I might look at it for 2 minutes here and there. And if there's anybody in the world, in this community, I wouldn't copy, it's the guy you just mentioned. I mean, Jesus, what a comment. Unbelievable. Yeah. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah. I mean, since I've been on doing this computer shit and all that kind of stuff, once I get my gaming rig set up, I don't know if I'm going to do too much gaming in the future. I like sitting around, like, fucking with this stuff now. I was thinking about getting one of those Raspberry Pi things and making something groovy with it, like a, I don't know, garage door hacker or fucking something crazy. You know, for hobby testing purposes.
Right. My drug days, Perry, they might just be beginning again, re-beginning after, decades. You see, I just got back from family dinner in the Hamptons. Oh, very nice. Right. Okay.
Lovely. What was the occasion?
I guess just a family dinner. I don't know.
I don't know. That's what I was going to ask. Maybe someone had a birthday.
Was there any special occasion for a nice dinner in the Hamptons? Yeah.
Did someone get engaged?
Someone get engaged, married, confirmed, high school graduation, someone get released from prison? Yeah. Yes, of course, likewise, right.
Oh, fuck. That reminds me. I got to ring up and make an appointment. My script was out of date for me brain tablets. It doesn't matter. Backup. Right. That's just like the PTSD needs stabilizer. It's actually working. Now that I'm away, I'm away from fuckwits. You know, it can actually work.
Okay, weekend graduation for my granddaughter from high school. Ah, very nice. Yeah. Okay. If you're an East Coaster, every weekend is spent at the beach after Memorial Day, Labor Day. Perry knows. Okay, well, there you go.
I've been looking up tons of shit to, like, if I go for a drive in my Toyota, I want to go for around for weekends. And literally the only thing on all the sites is, like, just go look at this nature and walk around in some nature. And it's like, that's kind of boring by yourself. I want to go somewhere and meet people and shit. I don't know what the fuck to do. But I don't like crowds too much, so it's got to be something I'm into. That's why I was thinking go to some nerd conventions. I go to some of those toy fairs and fucking comic shows and all that shit.
What about that nudist colony? You said that was a few miles down the road. Why don't you can go there and hang out, meet people.
I haven't looked that up in ages. But yeah, it's winter at the moment. You know, I want to be
I see. Right. Right.
That's like a summer thing.
Right.
You know, that was like years ago when they were trying to close it or something. I heard about it, and people were complaining, and I don't know what happened. I don't know. Yeah, something random like that. I don't know. I was looking at like fucking hippie retreat weekends or something. I don't fucking I'll go to a fucking Stephen Greer and watch some aliens or some shit. I gotta find an Aussie one.
Do you have money to go to Sydney and hang out for a week?
Yeah, like I say, I'll get a decent pension and stuff. And if I'm not paying for hotels and shit, and I just set up my Toyota and I stay a little bit mobile and I'm cruising, no one gets the shits. And, you know, if I was going to go stay somewhere for a month, I'd take the caravan or whatever. But I just want to go, like, visit some shit. And I don't want to be away from home for that long. I just want to go away, visit something, and then come back after a couple of days.
If you went away for a month, what would happen to the dog, your dog, Doorknob? Who would take care of him?
No, she lives here anyway. She's one of the family dogs. She adopted me. I didn't adopt her.
Okay, yeah.
It's still the family dog here. It just comes down and sleeps with me. You know, everyone else thinks she's annoying. I'm like, I don't care. She's hot water bottle. I put her down at my feet in winter. It's been good. She's getting fat too. She's like a little wombat. So she's more with a fluffy coat too.
It's only 1:30, 2:30 in the afternoon where you are. Is that right?
Yep, about that. Yep, 20 past
So you
1.
got the whole day ahead of you. Here, it's on the West Coast. It's almost 6:30 at night. So, oh, it's 8:30, almost coming up on 8:30. Right.
Yeah, got plenty of time. I'll just make an appointment sometime before 4:30.
Yeah.
And they'll just telling me scripts out or whatever. And I think I can just order it through Hot or do the online doctor thing. I think I can just log into that whenever and just say repeat script.
Right, right.
And if they want me to come in and auto books me an appointment or something. I'm not that fast. As long as they got me weed and shit, I'm good. I won't freak out. I don't think I need the other stuff now that I'm away from my family anyway. I just needed medication when I was around them.
So nudist camps are closed in the wintertime, is basically, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say closed. They're just not going to be popular.
Yeah, not highly trafficked or visited.
No.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's not really a nudist camp. It's just like a beach where you can be nude.
Oh, I
Like
see.
A beach that allows nudity, and you just
Right.
camp nearby, and everyone that's camping nearby is probably chilled and cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can just pull up there and just stay the night in the car park for a couple of days in my Toyota. You know, as long as I'm not putting out awnings and annexes, and I don't want to do that manually. I just want to be comfortable in my van when I pull over, and I'm sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I can close the curtains and watch fucking Netflix if people get annoying. Keep the doors locked, fuck off. I'll be keeping the door closed at night anyway with the curtains because it's fucking winter.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Voltron's been fun.
Voltron, right.
Yeah. You know how I got like the Zelda plastic sword thing? I got like a Nintendo 64 Legend of Zelda Sword and Shield now. That's another one. Yeah, I was looking up. There's a Voltron Legendary Defender transforming sound sword as well. And it's been out for 10 years, and now it's like a couple of bucks. But I'm like, I'm tired. I got no room for shit. I got to do my rebuild and get some storage.
I looked at My Little Pony after you mentioned My Little Pony a few days ago, or a week ago. So I looked up on YouTube My Little Pony and watched about 2 minutes of one of the cartoons.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother now either.
Yeah,
You know?
is My Little Pony essentially 100% gay, or is it just for little girls? Or
Yeah, it's pretty much just something cute for fucking little girls. Yeah.
right, right.
And I was only like about 25 at the time when I tried to off myself and had a car accident. It was fucked.
Mm-hmm.
And I just didn't want to be who I was or anything like that. And My Little Pony came out, and there was this whole thing about like people with PTSD and military people called bronies and shit. And I ended up fucking watching the first 2 seasons of this thing, but I started watching it when I was actually still in hospital bed, man.
Really?
And it was just something cute to fucking
Did
watch.
you find watching it at that time helpful or
Oh yeah, fucking yeah.
calming, a calming influence? Or
Mm-hmm.
really?
Yep.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. It did.
Mm.
It taught me that friendship is magic. And you know, because I'd been so fucking abused and shit to the point where I was about to off myself. It's like watching My Little Pony, a story about having friends. Kind of, yeah, it kept me fucking sane.
Mm-hmm.
And like I say, it's like the community went toxic and it went gay and all that shit, and then all that fucking stuff started. Like none of that was fucking around back then.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Well, from the 2 minutes I watched of My Little Pony, I thought, and it's for girls under age 10 or under age 12, and any guy who would watch My Little Pony over 5 years old, it's a gay thing. It's a gay show.
Yeah, you'd have to have something fucking wrong with it. You'd have to be deeply fucking traumatized by the world to be able to sit there.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much what happened.
Right.
Yeah. Look, I've only watched 2 seasons, and it's up to like season fucking 16 or some shit now. Like I say, it went trans and gay, and then it went anti-woke, and then it went fucking less gay, and then now it's fucking gay again, and I don't know what the fuck.
We don't have to worry about an alien invasion. I mean, the gayness and the LGBTQ tranny is taking over every aspect of American life. It's unbelievable. And it's being normalized at an accelerating rate. So you can have a bearded guy, 300-pound bearded guys in a dress reading at a public library to little children and dancing around and frolicking in a pink dress, and that's considered fully normal and acceptable now. It's just incredible.
They don't get it. They tried that in Australia for a while, and it just did not fucking fly. Like the last time anyone tried to display a Pride Month thing was about 4 years ago in Australia, and they instantly pulled the fucking line from Target.
Yeah, the whole thing is it's Pride Month. It's not Pride Day. We don't have a month for anything. We don't have George Washington month, Memorial month, Veterans Day month, Independence Day month.
Yeah, well,
those are all one. It's all one day, Memorial Day or Memorial Weekend. But.
Yeah, Pride's cancelled now though. If you go look up any of these like things on go look at their websites like Coke, Pepsi, all the video game places, like fucking all the social media things. No one's displaying Pride flags anymore. They don't do it. Nothing is. There's no like Pride McDonald's tweet. There's no fucking. No brands are fucking rocking the Pride anymore. And if they do, they fucking get owned. Pride Month is cancelled, bro. Have a look around social media and the internet, and you won't fucking see it. There's Pride Month right now. And it's just not there.
Amazing. Yeah.
Pride is dead. It's gone. It's fucked off. Good. We'll look back on that time in history and we'll say, what the fuck were they thinking?
Well, if there is a future where people can look back at this time, then you'd be right. Yeah. But the way it's going, the civilization is just self-imploding, So
yeah,
there'll be nothing left except birds and insects. That's all that'll be left.
Except in China.
Except in China, where there are no more birds. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's going to be a running joke from now on. No birds in China. I wouldn't think there's any turtles too.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable that people eat turtles. I mean, there's no need to eat turtles. I mean,
they smell like a fucking swamp's asshole.
I mean, but especially endangered species or of turtles. I mean, it's just revolting. But certain Asian countries they do that and really enjoy the shit out of it. I mean,
yeah, it's part of the culture. The more rare and endangered it is, and the more the government and the rest of the world says you're about to kill it, the more the last dude wants one. It's just part of the culture.
Well, it's like French eating frogs. I mean, yeah, it's a comical stereotype, but why would anybody eat a frog? I mean, what's the fucking point? They're not endangered, but it's just revolting eating frogs. They just sit around slimy in a slimy pond and just go rivet all day. And you eat them. You look at a frog. Why would anybody want to eat a frog just from looking at it?
Now, who found a frog once and thought, I need 10,000 frog legs? And
the first time somebody, whoever ate any of these fucking sea creatures like a sea cucumber or they were starving to death and they said, well, I'll try this. I'll try anything. I need something. They didn't die. And they thought, well, we can eat these sea cucumbers. All right. We got something or a hagfish or.
I say that about every time you enjoy a mushroom today. You got to thank the hundreds of thousands of cavemen that figured this out.
That's right. That's right.
90% of fungi will kill you. Who figured out the ones that you can eat?
That's exactly how it happened. It must have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no different than eating snakes. Who the fuck would eat a snake? But
snake meat.
Yeah.
They're delicious.
People must have eaten these dangerous fish in Australia, or dangerous animals like what's that called? Stonefish, or
Oh, no one goes looking for those things.
oh, well, I've actually seen people, some crazy Asian cooking shows where they'll, not cooking shows, but people will cut up a stonefish and eat it, or a jellyfish, and
I'm pretty sure if you're a black fella and you come across a stonefish, you'd extract it out of the water with your spear, put it on a rock, and squish it with another rock until it was paste.
right.
Yeah.
Geek Edouard, Josh Hockett just called Michelle Obama a man. Well, of course, why not? All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right. Josh Hockett. Let me look who that is here. Let me look up who that is. Josh Hockett. A UFC fighter. Okay. I don't understand the appeal of UFC fighting, but hey, I don't understand the whole appeal of NASCAR either. John Hockett, Michelle Obama. Wow, there it is. Okay, yeah. 4,000 people attending at the White House UFC Freedom event. And he yelled out, Michelle Obama is a man. Well, of course. What else is new? Yeah. Good for him. Yeah. Is it trashy of Trump to be hosting such an event? Why? I mean, apparently millions of people like UFC. So would it be any different if he was hosting or appearing at a NASCAR event? Or a country music festival? I mean, this is something millions of Americans enjoy. So people would be more outraged if he went to a trap shooting event hosted by the NRA. People would really fucking freak out. Well, he's called Big Mike because he's Big Mike. Big Mike and Barry and Big Mike. I mean, everything about him is fake. Everything. Yeah. But that's another topic. Yeah. I mean, Barry's fake. Big Mike is fake. The kids are fake. Everything. Their entire story is fake. Everything is fake. Yeah.
Back.
Hopefully, he had McDonald's and Burger King food trucks in the White House. Oh, he probably did for all the people there. Yeah. Trump believes in fast food buffets for the visitors. He does that a lot.
Yeah, I was just checking out the news in Australia at the moment, and they're all carrying on about the White House, UFC, and all this stuff.
Is there a place in Australia that would be considered an equivalent or similar to the White House in Washington, D.C.?
We have our Parliament House. It's pretty interesting looking.
It's on you have a prime minister or a governor general or a
prime minister.
So where he lives? Is it a famous place like 10 Downing Street, or is it just some hut by the beach or something?
Yeah, it's like some place called Kirribilli Estate or whatever, but they're allowed to move or pick their own, I think. But there's more like a traditional one and stuff. But each party might have their own kind of, wherever they can do it or whatever.
Right.
Kirribilli rings a bell though.
Right.
Some fancy Aboriginal name street in the middle of the capital and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I got myself a cute doormat at the cheeky store the other day.
Mm-hmm.
One of them half circle ones. And it's got some flowers on the edge and it says Home Sweet Home.
If you get another dog, you can name him Doormat. Then you'd have Doorknob and Doormat.
Knob and mat, yeah. One sleeps on the ground, one sleeps by the door.
Right, yeah.
That'd probably be if I get a big dog, because they're lazy. So then I'll have Doorknob, that's just a barky one. And then I'll have Doormat, that just gets there and it's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I think that's probably the only way I'm gonna meet just more friends and shit. At the public campground was stuck because I was forced to be there, and I was going through my recovery period and shit.
Mhm.
And I didn't want to move, and they were harassing me. But if I just got me high ace and I'm not fucking struggling with the caravan and shit and leaving stuff behind, it's safe here. I can just cruise away and go have weekends camping in the car and shit. I've got all the gear. And I don't want to have to tow around fucking a ton worth of fucking setup and shit. It's going to cost too much petrol these days anyway.
So it's Trump's 80th birthday, and millions of us Americans wish him a happy birthday. Without question, the greatest president ever in American history.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Me and my friends had a Trump party when he first got elected, like 8 years ago, whatever the hell that was. Everyone was saying, nah, it's not going to happen, it's going to be Hillary. Then me and my mates were primed for a Trump party.
Well, even with all Hillary's corruption and rigging of an election, Trump still beat her. So that shows how great the support was for Trump out there. Yeah. She just needed to do more illegal rigging and stuff. Amazing.
Oh, how's the fucking... I don't get into it. But New California votes the same shit. They're doing it again.
That was an absolute rigged election. Absolute
They're doing
scandal.
it again. Yeah.
Absolute. Well, the Democrats, they'll do anything to seize and maintain power. Anything. Rig elections, even kill people. I mean, they'll do anything. Yeah. And that mayor's election in California was just unbelievable. I mean, it needs to be investigated from the highest levels and overruled. Yeah, just incredible. But yeah.
Like I say, I'm just trying to avoid politics for a while. Like, haven't really
Right.
I've just been looking into my nerd stuff and having fun, and trying to think of things to do that aren't just sitting here. But I got stuff to do here now that I've finally settled in. Like I say, just little symbolic things like getting my little doormat out the front. Just so I'm not treading in grass and shit all the time, and the place is fucking dirty, and I'm just basically here recovering for the last few months. And now I'm like, it's actually kind of sunk in that yes, I'm okay, I'm safe here. Everything is fine.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to take a break for some more water and a bathroom visit. So I'm going to come back in 2 or 3 minutes. Okay.
All right.
So
Yeah,
do you want to hang around, or I'll play a video? You can take a break as well.
Oh. Yeah.
All right, everyone. So I'll be back in a few minutes. And thanks for watching today's show. Okay. I think we're back.
But
All right, very good. So I had some orange juice. Took a leak and refilled my glass of water.
not bad.
And let's continue on here. Anybody, if you're interested, hop on the panel. Talk with Morty and Puck about anything or almost anything. Okay, let's continue here. Real Perry, the Morty's Diner, the Puck, almost midnight here. Right, exactly. Did you ever smoke the reefer stick, Mort? No, you know why I haven't smoked the pre-roll? Is, well, I don't want to smoke it inside because it'll stink up the place. So I was thinking I just go outside, sit down on the sidewalk for a minute, on the curb, light it up, inhale a couple puffs. And, but I'm worried, or I started thinking about what if I can't make it back into my front door because I pass out or I hallucinate and, freak out in the middle of the street. So that's why I haven't smoked the pre-roll. And in terms of the edibles, I'm so benzoed out, I was told don't have the edibles on the same day that you're, benzoed out. So that's why I haven't gone into the edibles yet. But I can't wait. I got to get to those edibles because they look so appetizing. And they're blackberry flavor. Gigad1, now that you're demonetized, would you consider unblocking people? It's a fresh start. No, some people are just vile, and I don't want them here. Yeah. So exactly right. Puck, can you give us a Saber show? Well, if you send him money, he can do a Saber show.
I'll be doing some Saber upgrades on one of them sometime soon. I'm going to put some more belt hangers and shit on the kids' one.
Gamer GPU build from right. Okay, right. There we go.
He's asked me if I'm hacking. It's like, no, I'm not a hacker. I don't have the patience or skill.
Well, there are hackers out there in this cesspool community, but that's not you. Yeah.
I don't code or nothing. I'm like a blacksmith. I'm good at the physical rigging the thing together and stuff, but I'm only putting basic windows and shit on it. I know my way around the internet to be safe, and I'm like, super fucking skeptical of the government on everything. I ain't logging into that fucking verification bullshit on nothing.
When you do the various forms of cannabis, whatever you do, can you describe the relief that it gives you? What does it help you with, or what does it provide? What benefit does it provide to your?
I stopped ruminating on past traumas over and over again in my head in a cycle.
Well, that would be very helpful for me. Right?
It helps me ignore that, and because I'm getting over the spinal fracture as well, and the head injury, it just kind of takes the pressure out of the brain.
Oh, that's really good. Okay.
And it just lowers my blood pressure and relaxes me, and
that's very nice. Yeah. It's very good.
I can do some stretches. Once I get nice and baked, I can do some stretches and pop my spine back in it. I'm not sitting there hunched over tensed, freaking out.
Oh, very, very good.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you don't like that's not good as a result of, or not a benefit of using any of the cannabis products, for example? Like gives you a terrible headache, it makes you paranoid, can't... You want to go to Burger Urge and get 5 hamburgers? Or?
No, I've been smoking for a long time, and
right,
it just kills me and shit. I don't get really that particularly like fucking. I can smoke till I pass out if I want, but generally I'm just gonna fall asleep.
Right.
Yeah. I can hear the puppy outside going off. Yeah, it's Ruby. She wants to come in and explore.
Is marijuana, cannabis, is that generally legal all over Australia, or do you need a prescription for that?
Nope, not at all. You can get
so
away with
cannabis shops all over the place.
Like one territory where you can get away with a bit of perso, but no, I've got like a doctor prescription.
From I see. You need a prescription, right? Yeah. Well, here in the Northwest, it's just legal everywhere. So there are stores. You can't imagine how many stores there are that sell legal cannabis products. It's just unbelievable. It's
My state,
mind-boggling.
my state just passed a new legislation, first state in Australia, that if I get pulled over and drug tested and they find weed in my system because I got a prescription, I don't auto lose my license.
Yeah.
I keep driving.
Right.
Yeah,
Gigan, what does that mean?
like a
Sweden's
strike rule or some shit.
Yeah. What does that comment mean? Sweden's coach has. What does that mean?
No idea.
I have no idea what that means.
About to me.
Yeah.
What you doing, Ruby? Where'd you go? Come here. Here we are. I'll turn on the camera for a sec. Come here, Floosh. She was outside whinging. She wants to come in for a cuddle.
Oh, that's not doorknob, is it?
Nope. This is Ruby.
Ruby. I see.
Yeah. It's just a puppy. She's tiny. She's only about, I don't know, 3-4 months, 3.5.
Baby. Yeah.
Yeah. She's just figured out she can come upstairs now. And so her new thing is she can get into my caravan and explore. Yeah. She's still at that stage where she's got to go around and lick and smell everything, you know. Yeah, she's safe in here. I don't leave shit on the ground.
That's kind of like Archie Luxury. He licks and smells everything. Wristwatches, watch straps, wine bottles, leather wallet, Louis Vuitton bags. He licks and smells everything. Yeah, same kind of thing. Same kind of base animal behavior. Yeah.
Licks and smells.
That's true. No.
Yeah, I might smell things, but I don't think I go around licking things. I think that's
no. Well, you're not. No. Right.
Oh, one thing I am annoying about is when we're walking like through public and they got railings and stuff. I'll point out and say, "Oh, look out for that," and they're like, "What do you mean?" Like, look how shit that weld is. And I'm always like, pointing out like, "Oh, that's a good weld right there." When they install something in public. I'm like, he knows what he's doing. And then you see like a shit one, and it's like, oh, I wouldn't lean on that, dude. Anyway, pretty annoying for that. Well, at least you know I'm safe. Let me go over.
Oh yeah.
Look at that shit. Where's Ruby going?
So you keep the door open to your van when you're inside, like right now?
Hello, Ruby. Yes.
So is it possible? Is it possible?
You want?
So is it possible, like a wombat could just wander into your van while you're?
She was down there squeaking, wanting to come in and explore. Yep, no worries. Just let one of the
So a
kids
wombat could just walk into your van since the door's open.
Oh, sorry. I was just talking to the kid. He came down looking for the puppy. Yeah, puppy had run off and absconded and was hiding with me. Yeah, I was just talking to the kid, giving the dog back.
Oh.
No, I didn't leave the door open. Just saying, I can open the door. We got like a whole fence around the backyard and stuff. Yeah, we're on it's like privately owned townhouse at that very end of the street that backs on the bushland. And so we're still at like the end of like a normal street. We're not in the middle of nowhere. But we're the very last house at the cul-de-sac. And we just back onto bushland, and we got like a water spring in the creek behind us, and so we got the best place on the block. And I'm just down the bottom of the hill behind the workshop with my caravan set up. So far I've got a deck out the front, so I don't walk out into mud and crap when it rains, and me awning up. But I've got like tent rooms and shit I can put up, but I can't be bothered. We're just going to build a solid pole frame, put some sheet metal around it, get a proper sliding door and shit, build a floor in it. I'm going to put some insulation and walling in it, and I'm just going to build the caravan in. And then I can do me remodeling inside and shit. But I want a bookshelf and a couch and shit fucking on the side room so I can have friends over and shit.
Geekhead Y, you should take a trip to Seattle and catch a game. I would not go back to Seattle. It's an absolute shithole cesspool. City's destroyed. There's no way I'm going to Seattle. Yeah. I lived there, and when I lived there, it was starting to decline, but now it's just disgusting. It's just an absolute garbage dump. Yeah.
My only thought of visiting the city is like for a quick weekend. That's why I'm thinking about not taking the caravan away, because I want to go to some of those conventions, and they're all in big built-up areas. If I go to some nerd conventions and shit, and so I just want to take me Toyota, where I can just go to the local van park. I don't need to plug into nothing. And just fill up my water jug. I'm good to go. I can just sit in my van and do internet and Starlink and game as much as I fucking want. But yeah, I've got the side tent for it, which is easy setup. But I'm not bringing the fucking 1-ton caravan for a weekend. It's too much. But yeah, that way I can visit the city, do my nerd thing, and get the fuck out. And because of the cost of hotels and the housing crisis and everything, everyone that's going to be going to those nerd conventions are all going to be staying at the local camp area parks and shit. And if I rock up with Starlink Wi-Fi and shit, I'm going to be a legend. Anyway, that's the plan. That's why I want to do up the Toyota. So I can visit cities and not have to stay long. I'm in and out like a ghost. And I wouldn't want to drive through the middle of fucking Canberra or Sydney with a fucking caravan on the back of the fucking Toyota. Fuck that. People are crazy. I'd be peeking out driving in the city with all the fuckwits and multi-lanes and shit fucking anyway. Not knowing what I'm fucking doing. I wouldn't want to be towing fucking a ton worth of shit.
Well, I'll tell you, it's been 3.5 hours just about, so I think we've talked about everything for today.
Yeah. I don't have to do nothing today.
I don't even know what day it is. I think it's Sunday. Is it? Yeah, it's Sunday. Coming up on Monday. 9 o'clock at night Sunday. So I'm going to close it out at 9 o'clock in 5 minutes, and I'll have dinner.
Monday for me.
Yeah.
Pension day tomorrow. Not that I need anything. I'm doing anything. I'm just waiting on post. I got like a couple of little $10 parts I needed, are just adapters. And then I can pack these computers up and they're fucking done. Now I'm getting all that shit out of here and donating all the rest of the crap to some local guy. He builds computers and puts them together cheaply for people as well. I'm just going to give him all my spare parts, cords and fucking everything. If I ever need something in the future, and I'm like, oh, have you got this random PC bit? I'll be able to ring him and he'll just give it to me. Because I just give him a ton of shit now. I don't want it. And if I'm going to sell it on fucking eBay secondhand, it's like, fuck that. I'll just give it to this guy. So that's the plan. And then we might get some space in the van again. Yeah, I'm going to do a good clean. I'm going to go around and sugar soap everything too. Wipe down all the ciggy smoke off the vinyl. Now I've got the main sorter rigged up. You know, I can just go for it. So I'm going to give everything a good rinse down. I got one of them hand brushes now that connect to your garden hose for washing the caravan on the outside.
Oh, yeah.
So, fuck yeah, easy as fuck. So yeah, that's the plan. Get rid of computers. Then I've just got my laptops, and that's a shitload less space taken up. Yeah. Then we're renovating. I don't know. One step at a time. I don't think too far ahead, because everything goes to shit if you do that. All right. Good night.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Puck. It was great to talk with you again.
Yeah, I might go live later, folks, if I end up slapping components and computers. I might just wait till all the rest of the bits get here. There's only two more little bits. Good. And then I can just finish it, close it, and we'll fucking test it.
Yeah. All right. Really good. Thanks again, Puck.
All right. Okay. No worries, dude.
See you later.
For your dinner.
Mega value. Oregon voters, the governor and the Democrats in the legislature are trying to put through a bill that will ban hunting and fishing in the state of Oregon because it's animal cruelty. Hunting and fishing is animal cruelty. So they want to, I don't know if that's passed or it's going to be up for a vote, but, or that is coming up. I don't know if that recently was on the last election ballot, just recently or not, but that's the mindset of Oregon Democrats. Total ban on hunting and fishing. It's incredible. Yeah. And animal, it also includes raising farm animals, something like that. It's one of the most anti-American, anti-civilization ideas in the legislature that the Democrats have ever come up with. It's just unbelievable. Yeah. All right, going to wrap up the show in 1 minute, 9 o'clock. Close it out. Be a 3.5-hour show. Again, thanks to show sponsors tonight, Bear, Clooney, Hurricane, and McLobster. Okay. Thanks to Puck and TDubz for being on the panel. And for the viewers. So thanks everyone. Good night. See you soon. Bye.